Just over slow from 7,200.
Yeah, that's where they're all from. They're all from 72. They just come down here because there's nobody up there, probably. They got to come down here and aggravate us.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to get
one son that's a lawyer. But boy, I'm really proud of my 24-year-old son who didn't go to college and he works at Walmart.
By chance have the Generac running this long? Is it a Generac that's hooked into your house like that?
No, I ain't got no Generac. Mine's a lot better than that.
I'm not even going to go there. KY4SC.
Did I stir up something?
No, Generacs are just trash, Ken.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I just knew that was a pretty well advertised up here, so I thought it was pretty decent.
Well,
they're not.
Have to advertise for a
I
reason.
got a Generac, and it's wonderful. It saved my ass in Florida.
Generac is the most popular one. That's why everybody says it's trash.
Hi, Jimmy. Hello, Dino.
My Generac for nothing.
It's like Chevrolet and Ford, it depends on what you like.
And I own a Ford.
The only reason I say that, Phil, I got 4 or 5 friends down here who's got Generac generators, and whenever they needed to use them, they never started, and they had to call a maintenance guy come out and fix them.
It's because they never serviced them.
Well, man, I got a dozen friends that I can call you and tell you about that never had a lick of problem, Jim. Yeah, I guess it all depends on whether or not you take care of them in between.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about... I have a Generac pressure washer. I wasn't talking about the, the wheel kind of, or the gas kind of Generac generator. Your standard, just your regular generator. I was talking about the Generac with the solar panel.
Well, I gotta agree with you on that one.
Hello, Tony.
Good evening.
Hey, that guy with the Ford truck, do you have the heated tailgate?
No, I do not.
Well, how do you keep your hands warm while you're pushing it?
Wow.
That's cruel, Phil.
I haven't heard that one before.
Phil.
That's pretty good.
That's hilarious.
That was pretty good, Phil. I've never heard that before.
I've got 143,000 miles, or 148,000 miles in my Ford truck. It's only been in the shop twice. It's been a great 5.4 Ford.
It ain't blowed no spark plugs out of the head?
That was one of the times. Yes, I did.
I got an E250 work van out there. It's got a 5.4 in it. Yeah, I've blowed a couple of them out of there. They make a kit. It's easy to fix.
Yeah, when they put them in, they only put them in 2.5 turns.
Why are they blowing plugs?
Because there's only 3 threads in the head. The way it's designed, there's only 3 threads, and it's aluminum. And over time, it'll end up that the plug will get loose, and then you'll go out there. And I tell you, usually how it happens is it happens when you go to start it. I don't know. Where I used to do HVAC, I've worked for a lot of different places, and all of them had them Fords with a 5.4. And I think probably 5 or 6 times in my life, I've went out and gotten one of them vehicles. Soon as you turn the key on, you don't even have to crank it. Soon as the key comes on, it'll sound like a shotgun goes off, and it'll blow the spark plug and coil and everything plumb up out of there.
Mine blew out at 90 miles an hour.
Oh, no.
I was on 69 heading towards Lutheran Hospital here in Fort Wayne. My dad was dying. And I got the call. And away I went. I got stopped by the Indiana State Police. And the cop walked up the window, and I mean, my truck is running like crap. And I told him I just blew a spark plug. And he says, I'm not stopping you for the damn spark plug. I'm stopping you because you were doing 90 miles an hour. I said, well, you need to follow me because I'm on the way to Lutheran Hospital, and if you want to give me a ticket, you can give me a ticket at the hospital.
Did he follow you?
With 7 cylinders running, that's the hospital. He parked his unit, and I'm a former Indiana State cop. He parked his unit, I parked mine, and I walked straight into the hospital, up to the 6th floor. He followed me in the elevator. And, man, I started reading somebody's butt out. It's a long story. And he looked at me and smoothed me and says, you're okay, sir. You take care. Turned around and walked away.
He was just making sure you wasn't lying to him.
That's exactly it. I would have done the same thing when I was in uniform.
Yeah, if you'd lied to him, it'd been a different outcome.
And he had the same truck. Okay, you doubled with somebody.
I said if you lied to him, it'd been a different outcome.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I'm a former Indiana State.
Yeah, well, not all cops are bad people. I mean, they are some assholes, and there's some good cops, and some, it's just, there's a... the bad ones, you hear, only reason you hear about the bad ones is because they did something bad. You don't hear a whole lot about the good stuff.
95% of them are great. You don't go into that. You don't go into law enforcement for the money. There is no money.
Hey, Owen.
Yes, sir.
I have a question and a topic.
I'm listening.
So, you being a former Indiana State cop, Indiana State trooper, what is the proper procedure when you get pulled over just for whatever, and you're carrying concealed weapons with well, you don't need a permit here in Indiana no more, but I still have mine. But you're a legally law-abiding carrying citizen. What is the proper procedure when a cop pulls you over? Here's my theory. If a cop pulls me over, right away, I'm going to roll down my window, and I'm going to put my hands out the window, both hands, and I'm going to say, sir, I am a legally carrying, law-abiding firearm owner, and I am carrying, and it's cocked and locked and in my holster. And that's what I'm going to do. Is that proper procedure?
No, he's going to think you got something going on. He's going to tear the car apart. The best thing for you to do is, if you want to do anything, is hand him your driver's license along with your carry concealed permit, and leave it at that. Don't say nothing.
Yeah, he'll ask you if you're carrying any weapons.
Right. I put my hands on the steering wheel and let them walk up, and they ask me why I'm putting my hands on the steering wheel. I let them know that I've got a gun on my hip and I can't reach my driver's license without reaching for the gun, by the gun, because my hands got to go right by the gun because my wallet's in my back pocket.
Well, Ken, I'll try to answer your question now.
I was I'll let you answer. Go ahead, Owen.
Yeah. The person I stop, and if they've got a weapon, the first thing I do is that when I walk up to them, they got both hands on the steering wheel or both hands outside. I tell them to get out of the vehicle. And then I'll have them stand at the back of the vehicle with their hands on the vehicle, and I'll get their driver's license. and then I do an NCIC check on him, make sure there are no felonies on this character. They'll also come up with a legal permit if it's required, whatever state he's from, and that's where it goes from there. I wait till the reports come back, and I'm watching this guy on the back of his vehicle, and if it comes back clear, I get out of the vehicle. I hand him his driver's license. I said, "Do you have insurance?" And he goes, "Yes." And I'll say, "Okay, get that and get your weapon."
Oh, okay. That is, I would. I've never been pulled over before in that situation. That's why I'm asking. And I've had this topic on air before with friends of mine and whatnot. And you would be surprised at how many different stories you get. But I've never actually asked a cop, just like I am now.
Yeah. I got stopped in Tennessee when I was bringing my Harley back from Florida up here to Fort Wayne. I got stopped by a Tennessee Highway Patrol. What a jerk. What an absolute jerk he was.
Now, let me make sure I got it again. All right, no station heard. I know I'm talking to Owen, but we partly keyed together. I don't know what all you heard from me, but yeah, I've never been pulled over before in that situation, but I always just wanted to be prepared, and I never actually asked a state trooper or an officer what the proper procedure is. I know a few cops, but I just never asked them.
Hey, Owen, when I bounty hunted, I got pulled over one time, and I got out of the vehicle when the guy told me, and I turned, put my hands on my head, and told the officer to take the gun off my hip. He said, "Go ahead and grab it." I said, "You need to get back up and take the gun properly." He kept wanting me to go for my gun. I knew the sergeant on shift, and I said, "Get your sergeant out here." And he come out, he said, "What did you tell him to reach for the gun?" He chewed him out.
I always tried to handle that with etiquette, so I didn't tick somebody off. If they were legal, I didn't want to insult them, but if they were illegal, I was prepared for them. I never walked up to a car. I never walked up to a car with my gun.
Black guy, and he said,
I'm doubling
he
it.
said, he pulled me over speeding. He said, "Got any guns in the vehicle?" I said, "Yeah, one on my hip, one on my left ankle, and a shotgun in the back seat." He was like, "Why you got that many?" I said, "I work the project in Nashville."
Yeah, I was doubling with you. Your signal to me up here in Fort Wayne is weak, and I apologize.
I'll go to my modern rig. Give me a minute.
When I was a kid, we all had shotguns behind us in our pickup.
Yeah, them days are long gone.
They ought to bring them back.
You're right.
When I was younger, I had a rifle holder in the back window of my pickup truck. I had a rifle set there, 22.
That's where my shotgun's at.
You can't do that today. Not in Indiana, you can't.
They'd steal it anyways.
Yeah.
They'd break the window out and take it with them.
I remember when I was our ROTC kids in high school, they always carried their weapon with them.
I used to go to high school with a 22 and a shotgun in my gun holder in the back of the pickup.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing for the kids to be out there showing off their rifles to the teachers. The teachers doing the same.
What used to be rifle teams in high school?
That's supposed to be a joke.
No, really. When I went to high school, we had a rifle team.
Oh yeah, I agree. But I'm not as young as you, though.
How long were you a trooper on?
I got hurt. I was 3 years into it, and I got hurt, and I broke my neck.
Oh, my best friend out in California is a
But I was 2 years in the hospital.
2 years in the hospital?
2 years in the hospital.
That ain't fun.
How long did you say, Owen?
I'm sorry?
I said, how long did you say you was in the hospital for? Did you say 2 years?
2 years, yep.
And what'd you break? I heard you say you broke something, but I couldn't make out what it was.
Fifth, sixth, and seventh cervical vertebrae.
Damn it. Can you walk?
Yeah, I can even talk.
Wow.
All the docs, I was in a halo bed. I had a halo on my head. I was in traction. When I peed, I had to have a nurse there. It was a long rehab. The only thing that holds my head on my neck and my shoulders is cartilage. Because back then they couldn't repair the vertebrae. So the only way they could do it is to get cartilage to grow. And I was told by doctors I'd never, ever, ever be able to do anything. I lost my pilot's license. I lost everything. I got my pilot's license back. I was in construction as a kid, and I loved construction. So I opened a construction business, and I went for 34 years owning a business, building houses and room additions and kitchens and bathrooms. So I defied every damn doctor that said I couldn't do anything anymore. And that's all I'm going to say about it.
That's awesome, Owen. God bless you, man. That's fantastic.
No, I've been blessed.
It's not that it happened, but your testimony is awesome.
No, I was blessed, and I still say that to this day.
You are blessed. That's why I asked you if you can walk it anymore or whatnot. And I was going to ask you what happened, but you said you were over it, so I won't get into all that.
Yeah, it's a long story.
Roger.
He's a Vietnam vet and a jet pilot, a Navy jet pilot also.
Cool. Hoorah.
Hoorah. No, I've been blessed over the years. I have, not saying I didn't have to fight to make things happen, but I did make some promises to God.
When were you in the service?
And I kept them. And he kept his.
What years were you in the service?
Hey, Owen.
Yes, sir.
There's a station out there. I don't think you hear him, but he's asking you a question. He's asking you how long you was in the service for. I'll get to the side and see if you can talk to him. That other station, go ahead.
Yeah, I asked what year was he in.
Owen, what years were you in?
1968 to 1972.
Yeah, okay, very good. Oh, thanks for your service.
Thank you for recognizing.
Did you ever make it overseas?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was trained as a medic in Vietnam, but they sent me to the Middle East instead.
I've been in both.
Here, Roger. Yeah, I lived in just outside of Adana, Turkey for a year and a half.
Yeah, I can't hear you hardly, but yeah, I was in VA-176 out of Oceana, Virginia, and we were assigned to the USS Franklin Delano Roosevelt, TVA-42, and we made the tour to the Middle East, and we also made a tour to the Gulf of Saigon.
That's all right.
That was a lot of fun. I learned a lot about people.
Oh, you'll do that overseas.
Life has been wonderful for me.
I guess I need to turn this amplifier on, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
And I'm going to add this also. I told you a little bit about my life story. I could go on probably for another half hour. But I've also been blessed. I've been married for 55 years to my high school sweetheart. He's a little bit older, but I'm good once as I ever was. Okay, that's another joke.
There's a Yankee Fox Japan station in there, I heard. That's all I heard. Anybody else got a better copy on that station? AK90N. Is there a Foxtrot Japan station out there?
Yeah, Kilo Charlie 5, Yankee Foxtrot Japan. Sorry to interrupt, fellas. I just noticed that this was being streamed over YouTube, some random YouTube channel, and I wanted to get a little audio on there so I could hear myself over the air, and then I will break off and won't bother you guys anymore. But I appreciate it. Kilo Charlie 5, Yankee Foxtrot Japan.
Yeah, Kilo Charlie 5. Yankee Foxtrot Japan. I do copy you in there, sir. And I hear you saying you're running a YouTube channel. Well, for somebody you want some audio, well, there is a whole bunch of stations out here that can give you all kinds of audio. But I'll introduce myself. This is Ken. First name is Ken. Kilo Echo November. And the call sign is Alpha Kilo Niner Echo November. And I'm located over here in Indianapolis, Indiana there. QSL?
Yeah, QSL, I appreciate it. It's not my YouTube channel. I just stumbled across it. Somebody live streaming this particular frequency. Not sure why, but I just wanted to get some audio on there and see what I sounded like over the YouTube. Copy?
Oh, it's not your channel. It's somebody else that's broadcasting this frequency on their YouTube channel. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's kind of peculiar. Anyway, okay. Well, you stumbled across the Wingnut. We have a website and a Facebook page. And check us out. It's wingnut7230.com is the website. And you could also find us on Facebook. There's probably about 600 to 800 members out here on the Wingnut 7230 frequency. We're just a rag chew group. Just talk about, anything and everything. We try to keep it radio friendly, and not piss anybody off out here, But there's a lot of stations out here, and we just a great bunch of guys and a super plethora of knowledge and wisdom as well. There, go ahead.
I appreciate that. Unfortunately, I'm not usually home during the day, but it's a snow day up here in Virginia today, so the kids had to stay home, so I stayed home with them. So I just thought I'd jump on for a few minutes and see what was going on, but it sounds like you guys have a good time around here, over.
Yeah, QSL, where are you located? I see you're a 5 station, so were you over there in Texas or somewhere?
No, Virginia, Southern Virginia, near Roanoke. I don't know if you're familiar with that area.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. Roanoke, Virginia. Yeah, I'm very familiar with that area. Sure. Well, hey, sir, there are a lot of stations out here, and I opened the frequency up to see if anybody else was hearing you, but maybe somebody else is by now. So I'll get to the side and let you work some of the other stations out here. This is and was Alpha Kilo Niner, Echo November, Operator Ken, Indianapolis, Indiana. We're clearing 73. I'll be listening out.
KB4 CMQ, did that make a difference?
KB4 CMQ, it sure did. I'll chime in there real quick, and then I'm going to get back on the side and let that other station go. That sounds awesome. Yeah, that amplifier made a huge difference there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I figured it would. That's the difference between running 100 watts and 1,500. All right, thank you, KB4CMQ.
Yes, sir.
Booming, CMQ.
What's that?
I said you're booming.
Good. By the way, everybody, in case you don't know, my name is Dan. I'm located about 4 miles from Dean here in Kentucky. Hi, Steve.
I can hear you now. No, I could hear you before. I was just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, I hear you all the time.
I don't have a big loop, but I got a little antenna.
Yeah, well, I got a big sagging loop right now.
I got doctors.
Is it sagging?
Oh, hell yeah, it's sagging about 10 feet from where it's supposed to be.
I didn't know whether y'all heard me, but they got doctors for that now.
Yeah, but they ain't got doctors to go up there and clean that ice off my antenna.
No, they don't. I'm sorry.
Well, they got a rub doctor. Why can't they have an antenna doctor?
I figure if I run enough power through it, I'll melt it off.
1,500 watts will burn some snow up.
It should.
Yeah,
Yep.
but will it go back in place?
Oh, no, it'll never do that.
Oh no, I couldn't get mine tuned up this morning. I had to retune something fierce, and then later on, I guess some ice fell off or something, and then I got another warning. I had to retune, and everything's back perfect again.
Contact.
All right.
All right, thank you guys very much. This is KCHQXD. It's Terry, mobile around Columbus. And I was wondering, is the YouTube radio station still on frequency?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. KC5, Yankee Fox Japan.
All right, KC5, good afternoon, my friend. Your name is Terry, Tango Echo Romeo Yankee, mobile around Columbus, Ohio. I wanted to let you know that whatever you're doing down there, it sounds great, Roger.
I appreciate that. Running just barefoot here on an older IC 745, probably a 30 or so year old radio with in-fed half wave. So not much power, just doing what we can down here. And I appreciate the feedback, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, Roger. Okay. Yeah. So I have a small question. That when you first came in, your first 2-3 transmissions, you were a little off frequency. Was that choice or chance, or is that what happens, or did you have the ability to figure it out and put yourself back on frequency?
No, that's exactly what I wanted to get some audio out for. So what I did was I pulled up that YouTube channel and listened to the first couple of transmissions. And I was able to adjust the incremental tuning on this old radio, and did a little adjustment there and got it back in line, I think. So may need some calibration a little bit, but that's exactly why I wanted to hear the audio. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, yeah, I wasn't quite sure if Ken got that, just that's what you wanted was some kind of audio check, but yeah. Anyway, good deal, my friend. What was your name again? I forgot.
Name here is Brad, Bravo Romeo Alpha Delta, here in Southern Virginia, over.
Roger, Brad. All right, good copy coming into Columbus, Ohio this afternoon. Take it easy, my friend. This is KCHQ XB Mobile. 73, guys.
73, sir. Thank you. Kilo Charlie 5, Yankee Foxtrot Japan.
Thank you guys for the break. I appreciate it.
Good hearing from you, Terry.
Oh, Tommy, it's good to hear from you, my guy. I'm driving as slow as I can. I had to go to Walgreens because they sent me 3 texts. I'm like, what are you guys doing open today? But I'm glad they were, because it was my sleep medicine, and I was down to my last one. So if I didn't go out today, I'll probably have to stay up with you guys. Roger?
I go to bed at 7:30 or 8 o'clock, Terry. You're probably good with me, but I don't take sleep medicine. I do Miller Lite.
Yeah, Roger. Well, now 39 years on the road, Tommy. 39 years, you know. So at the end of that, when you get home, you can't sleep, you know. And that's, well, I shouldn't say that, but that's how Jimi Hendrix died and Michael Jackson, because you can't sleep because you're all pumped up from being on the road, and then you get home and you got to do something. So, yeah, the doctors got me on some kind of sleep med, so I don't take the whole one. I just do a half of it so I don't get hooked on it. All right, good deal, my friend. Sounding great coming to 3. Thanks for the shout. KCHQ XB Mobile.
Roger, Roger. Kilo Bravo 9 Victor Juliet uniform at 32 after the top of the hour, since I don't remember the last time I did that.
It was yesterday.
Hello, Terry. AK90N.
Hello, Doctor. Great copy coming this way, Roger.
You sound real great out of your mobile, Henry, just as well as I'm sounding over there on the desktop, Henry, there at QSL.
Yeah, Roger. It might have been yesterday or the day before when you said you had a Henry tube, and when you tune it on, it sounds like a jet just took off. And I wanted to come back with that comment, but I forgot. But you were so right. These damn Henrys, you know, especially I used to have one in the shack, and I took it out. But you turn that thing on, and it's got 2 fans on there. It sounds like a jet just went off. Copy?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. And I also run an external fan, a 7-inch, 12-volt, 80-watt, 5-amp exhaust fan that I have I think I told you this before, Terry. I have a restatus. What's that word called? A restatus, a restator, a restatus, something like that. Anyway, it's a variable voltage control. So I can control the voltage and the amperage going to the fan. Because when I first got the fan, I did not have this other piece. And everybody said, oh, no, that is not going to work. Because it was so wicked loud. Well, I adjusted the fan speed down to about half. And it's whisper quiet now there. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, let me see if I got it. Yeah, good deal. I just had that's a lot of fan. That's a lot of cooling if you ask me. But that's right, because they do get really hot, and they work really well. But I just have the 2 cooling fans on the top, and I'm not quite sure who decided to put those fans on. Yeah, they could have used what they call a whisper fan, which is way more quiet than those, but it seems to work just fine. All right, well, thank you very much, my friend. You're sounding good coming into Columbus this afternoon. I'm getting ready to back this thing down to 100-foot driveway. Roger?
Okay, Terry. Good talking to you out there. We motor easy out there in Columbus, and we'll catch you a little later from Indianapolis. AK9EN.
Roger, Roger. KCHQ XB Mobile.
Man, I just went outside, and it's just wider than South Georgia in outside.
It's pretty, ain't it, Tommy?
Man, it almost blinds me. It's so white.
It's awesome at night. You can see for miles at night. It's so beautiful with the snow on the ground at night.
Believe it or not, I used to have an orange bucket that sat out there in the middle of my woods. I got 20 acres here, and I used to walk up on top of the hill and sit out there on a clear night after it snowed, because you couldn't hear the traffic on the highway or anything like that. And I used to just go out there and just sit and watch the sky, and I had a little telescope I used to look through and just kick back and relax, and man, you wouldn't believe the stuff you can see out there on a clear night in the winter when the snow's on the ground. You couldn't hear tires going up and down the road.
The quality of the air in the wintertime when there's snow on the ground, it's magnificent, man. to grab that fresh air that for somehow I think the snow brings all the dirt and bacteria and everything out of the air and makes it just be so much more breathable.
Well, like I said, this orange bucket that's where I used to deer hunt from before I got my little ladder stand that I had sitting up there. But I used to go out and just sit on that orange bucket and take a couple of beers with me and sit back and listen to rock and roll and listen to the quiet. How's that?
You're right. It is whisper quiet on a dead calm winter night. Yup. You don't hear all the hustle and the bustle of the traffic. Yeah, it's awesome. Hey, you mentioned something, rock and roll. Did you happen to see the latest edition of Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees, which was on television just a few nights ago?
No, sir, and I don't keep up with that because I think that's all weird too. When they were going to put, what's her name? The boobs lady in there, and she's a country music fan, or country music singer. I don't think that's all. I think that most of that's bogus.
Yeah, Roger.
That's just being famous.
Roger. She's an awesome lady, and she's done a lot for Tennessee, and she's done a lot for a lot of other people, but I don't think she belongs in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Who are you talking about? The boob lady? Oh, well, there's only one boob lady. That's Dolly Parton.
Roger, and that's who I'm talking about. I don't think she belongs in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I don't think Cher belongs in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
No, and yeah, they should have like an adult contemporary in the Rock and Roll, or they should have an adult contemporary Hall of Fame. But no, she did do some rock and roll stuff that reached up there. Cher did.
I would like to think that Cher and Sonny were more or less like, that was young for me. Oh, that was old for me. I'm too young for that. You older fellas remember the Sonny and Cher show. I don't. I was too young. I'm only 53. So when the Sonny and Cher show was around, I was still playing in the sandbox. But anyway, where was they going with this? Yeah, I think they would have been more or less like R&B.
Well, they had some hits, and they, believe it or not, back then that was kind of rock. You know, look at all the other rock and roll people that were in there back then. There was a lot of kind of adult contemporary stuff, but I don't think they need to drag country music into that. Is my problem with it. I love all kinds of music. Don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of rock and rollers out there that aren't in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that I think's been good.
Yeah, like I said, I just had to look it up. Let me make sure I got it. No, I know stations here. The AK-90 in here. I just looked it up because I was curious. I thought I was right. But the Sonny and Cher show Comedy Hour debuted in 1971. That's the year I was born. So there you go. And the Sonny and Cher show... Well, that's kind of weird. It was 76 to 7. Well, anyway, it was, like I said, I was playing in the sandbox.
So I was born in 62 and kind of grew up around all that stuff when I was growing up. And they had Sonny and Cher, and Cher had a lot of rock and roll hits, believe it or not. But rock and roll music was kind of different back then. Same way with country music. I don't agree with all the people that do country now. I think a lot of that's just rock and roll.
You mean Mr. Jelly Roll?
Oh, no, not Jelly Roll.
Yeah, he country.
Well, he's something, man. He's making a name for himself, ain't he?
Yeah, but I don't know about country.
Yeah, I don't listen to his music, so to be honest with you, I don't even know what kind of music he does play.
Yeah, like I said, I like that kind of whining and you're crying in your beer music, kind of old country that I grew up on with my parents. But I don't know. There's all kinds of genres out there, and some of it I like, and some of it I don't. But I think all of it's turning into rock and roll now for some reason.
I think a lot of it's turning into rap.
Did you say rap or something else?
I said rap, not crap. Rap. Romeo Alpha Papa.
Oh, I thought it was about the same there.
You know what there, young man? I concur.
I grew up on George Jones and Merle Haggard stuff growing up, and I love old rock and roll too. Alabama used to be cool to me when I was growing up, and I was one of those. What's that old country song about turning down George Jones when you were out there? I used to do that, but I enjoyed it, and I had friends that enjoyed it. But yeah, like I said, all that old rock, old country, I enjoyed that. George Jones, Merle Haggard, Waylon, and all of those. But I did enjoy old Journey, and I was a huge ZZ Top fan.
Now ZZ Top is awesome. Oh, I've always wanted to go see them and on tour, but I never made it to their show. But yes, sir. Oh, ZZ Top. That's some southern rock for you, like Leonard Skinner and the Allman Brothers. Oh yeah.
The biggest little band there is.
The what?
I'm sorry, the biggest little band in the nation, Whiskey Bravo 8 Baker Alpha Foxtrot. I just mentioned that, sorry.
Yeah, but CCR, man, that was an awesome band too. Like I said, there's just so many blends of different things that I enjoy. Like I said, not everybody enjoys everything I enjoy. But I don't think that you need to drag Dolly Parton into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Lawrence Welk.
Not Lawrence Welk.
Dude, you wouldn't believe the amount of people that used to watch Lawrence Welk.
Can I tell you all a sad story?
Go ahead.
Lawrence Welk and Lynn Sullivan.
My papa, I'm Italian, okay? My papa on my father's side, when I was probably, I was about 20. When was I down there in Boynton Beach, Florida, living with my nana and papa? Oh, probably back in 80. God, what year was that, man? Anyway, it was a long time ago. Well, anyway, my papa and my nana and myself, we just got done eating dinner, and every time I hear Lawrence Welk, I think of this story. It's sad, but to make a long story short, my papa died watching Lawrence Welk. We all ate dinner, and he went in his favorite chair and watched his favorite program, which is Lawrence Welk, and he up and had a heart attack and died.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, Lawrence Welk back in the day, man, he had some viewers in there.
Yeah, that kind of music will definitely do that to you.
Oh, no. I don't even know what kind of music Lawrence Welk did, but it was his favorite show. I never even paid attention to it.
That's the Big Band series.
He needs some help, I can tell you.
Who is the man with the cane that if somebody sucked on stage, he would grab a big old cane and grab them by the neck or their shoulder or something and pull them off stage?
That was the Gong Show.
That was a game show.
That was the Gong Show.
Yeah.
The Gong Show. Okay, I don't know why I was thinking it was Ed Sullivan, but I was way off on that.
That was a Gong Show, and that guy was actually a CIA agent, believe it or not.
What kind of agent?
The guy that ran the Gong Show was an ex-CIA guy.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I used to watch the Gong Show growing up too.
I remember when I was little watching that show, and I remember the big cane would come out and he'd pull you off stage.
Well, so, you know what recording tape is, right?
So what?
Recording tape.
A recording tape? Yeah, I don't know what. Oh, the big reel. Yeah. That they would record the music on and the video and stuff on.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Not Bob Hope. Bing Crosby financed the development of that with a 3M company.
Wow.
Because they didn't like the way he sounded on record.
And record's supposed to be the clearest. Like, a lot of those records, the 78s and the 45s, if you had a good record player, they said that was some of the best music ever recorded was on that vinyl.
Well, I've got about 400 of them sitting out here in my garage.
And they're probably all warped now, Tommy.
Oh, some are and some aren't, but I bought them over the years, but I love that bump and scratch of listening to a record.
I probably got about 350. That's where you want to have a nice Macintosh record player.
I do.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow. A buddy of mine just sold, listen to this, Owen. A buddy of mine just sold his Macintosh complete system that he bought in the late 60s, early 70s, he says. And he's 83 years old, my friend. And he just sold it for $3,500 today.
That was cheap. I was going to say that's cheap.
I know. And he paid, I don't even know how much he paid for it back then, but he didn't tell me. But yeah, he sold it, not today, I'm saying today like today's date, but in today's era, he sold it for $3,500.
Wow.
Kilo Charlie 5, Yankee Foxtrot Japan, radio check on 7241. Kilo Charlie 5, Yankee Foxtrot Japan.
Testing audio on 7241. Kilo Charlie 5, Yankee Foxtrot Japan. Kilo Charlie 5, Yankee Foxtrot Japan, conducting audio receive checks on 7241. Once again, KC5YFJ, conducting audio test on 7241.
KC5YFJ, Yankee Foxtrot Japan. Kilo Charlie 5, Yankee Foxtrot Japan, conducting audio test on 7241. 7241, KC5YFJ.
The call again is Kilo 4, Oscar Sierra Kilo, and I'm here in East Tennessee at a town called 10 Mile, about halfway between Knoxville and Chattanooga. I'm sitting here on the east bank of the Tennessee River, and this is the Afternoon Sit-Sate Group. The Afternoon Sit-Sate Group is a social group that was founded in the year 2000, over 24 years ago, by a gentleman in Indianapolis named Bob, W9WHT. And we've been ongoing ever since, every day meeting here on 7268 between 3 and 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I mentioned we are a social group. We talk about a lot of different things, a lot of different subjects. We always keep our language nice and clean, family-oriented. And we do not get involved in hot-button issues like politics. We will have 2 rounds today. The first round starts right now and goes either we run out of check-ins or 4:30 Eastern Time. Then we'll go start at 73 round and go back through the list again. I will pause it periodically and ask for check-ins, and I'll do my best to leave room between key clicks. You can just throw your full call sign in. If you hear someone I do not respond to, please relay them in. We've been having some bad band conditions again, and every bit of help will be appreciated. And if you wish to make contact with someone, say contact, we'll let you have that contact. And if you're mobile or short time, let me know, and we'll put you towards the top of the list. To see the announcements I have, folks, we're looking for list keepers if you'd like to help out the Afternoon Sit-Sate Group. My email address is going on QRZ. Just look up K4OSK. And we're needing someone for Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. So if anybody would like to help out, just 2 hours a week. It's fun. We have a good time doing this. And it keeps your operating skills really honed in pretty good. So, but anyway, it's let me know if you're willing to help out. Also, our annual Sit-Sate group in Corn Cob, our sister group, the Corn Cob Net, our annual gathering is coming up the last weekend of April. All the information is on our webpage, sit8group.net and then corncobbers.com. It will be in Pigeon Forge this year, and a real nice meeting place up there at the hotel and everything. We had a lot of fun last year, and also if you like to make reservations, I suggest go ahead and get them in. And if you can always cancel, not pay a penny, but need to go ahead and get the reservations so make sure we have enough rooms. So that being said, any other check-ins for the afternoon Sit-Sate group before I work the short times the mobiles? Now, John, you short time? Okay, I got you short time, just 2 ahead of you there. So, anybody else?
K9ARM short time.
Got you, Andy, K9ARM. Anybody else? Okay, Mr. Bradley, KC9 KRX. Brad, how's everything up in Hobart today? K4OSK, stand by Tony.
K4OSK, KC9 KRX. Good afternoon, Chris. We got about 30 degrees. No snow that I know of, but we're supposed to be getting some. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Other than that, everything's good here, Chris. Hope you and the family's doing fine.
Hey, Roger, Brad. We're doing fine and dandy here. It's spitting snow, I guess you'd say, just a little flurries. It's more like little pellets, kind of like sleet pellets or something coming down outside, but it's really got the cars dusted a little bit, but that's about it. But it's 29 degrees here right now and falling, so it's not going to get warm back up for a few days, that's for sure. Friday, they're talking we're going to have some accumulation, so we'll see what happens there. But anyway, Brad, besides that, it's fairly nice. Go ahead. Exactly. Well, Brad, I appreciate you coming by here today, and you have a great evening. We'll see you again. I'll be back again Wednesday, okay?
Hello, Andy.
Hi, Brad.
Okay, very good. Okay, Brad, 73, and Breaker Brad, Andy, stand by. I got 2 ahead of you there. KC9SD, Tony, good afternoon. How's everything going? Stand by John, DDF, and Andy.
We're doing pretty good there, Chris. We got like 6 inches of snow up there, a little bit of wind there. It could have been worse. Where I live at down south, we got like 17 inches of snow. So we're doing pretty good up there in Cherokee, though.
Yeah, Roger, Tony. Yeah, we're getting gusts off the lake about 19 miles per hour right now. You're pretty chilly if you're outside in it. But besides that, it's 29 degrees, and like I said, it's just kind of a little flurrying a little bit outside, and that's about it. Go ahead.
I can tell you, that's the first time I've seen snow since last year. We ain't hardly got no snow at all. Yeah, most of these people got 6 inches of snow down there. It's trying to slow down.
No, Roger, yeah. No, they're saying ours is going to be here Friday. I'll believe it when I see it, so I'll have to wait till it gets closer and make sure there. But anyway, I appreciate you checking in with us, Tony, and hey, come by and see me again Wednesday if you get a chance.
Okay, Chris, had a tough problem up there. Stay warm.
Yeah, I'll do my best. You do the same, Tony. So 73 and have a great afternoon. So Berkeley KC9 SJE, this is K4OSK. Now let me get the other 2 here, and then we'll check on others. Continue on KC9 DDF. John, good afternoon. How's everything going? Stand by, Andy. Okay, John. Well, we missed it yesterday. Every place around me was like 38 to 40 degrees. We hovered around 33, 34 degrees here all day long, and it rained and all. And it's just this lake that held our temperature down enough. that we stayed right there, right above freezing, and also, I mean, just a couple of degrees, we would have had a mess yesterday, but thank goodness it didn't there. We just got some much-needed rainfall, but our temperature, everybody around us had 38, 40 degrees, and here we sat right here, and right across the river from me, same thing. We hovered around freezing, right above freezing there. So, John, hey, appreciate you getting in here, and you have a great evening, and we'll see you next time, 73. Okay, break with John. There's K4SK and K9ARM. Mr. Andy, how's everything going for you today, K4OSK?
It's going okay, Chris. Just got in from cleaning off the walk and the cars and moving some stuff around. Getting ready to head out to Milwaukee here in an hour or two or something like that. So I had to scrape a little layer of ice off my antenna cover. So I didn't know we had that. We had some snow the other day, but some of it turned to ice, I guess, and had that on the car windows too. So all that's cleaned up, and I'm ready to travel as soon as I get back here. But I got a new company phone I gotta go through, so it may take me a while. Anyway, I'll listen here when I can. May have to get on the phone with the network guys and make sure the phone's all set up. So. Good to hear you, Chris. Good afternoon to everybody on 68 K9ARM.
Okay, Andy. Well, travel safe, my friend, and hey, we'll listen out for you. Hopefully, man, that's the only bad thing about changing phones and stuff is, getting everything to work like you want it to. And even with me, I'm through Verizon. Whenever I change phones and all, there's always something, that's not wanting to do exactly right or something. So, Andy, you take care and don't work too hard tonight there. No, we'll listen out for you after a while.
Hello, who's that?
TJ.
Wow, nice signal, Keith. Did you get storming down there?
Yeah, the other day again. Yeah. Now it's turned cold. It's going to be freezing every night now. At least I know up until Friday. Freezing temperature at night. Anyway, I just wanted to say hello, Chris, and everybody, and all that. I gotta go out and take care of the dogs. And not you, TJ.
Good to hear you, Keith. Take care down there. K9ARM.
Okay, Keith, if you get back in from the dogs there, just holler recheck. I got you wrote down there, so we'll get you in here. So, Andy 73. So, break of Andy. This is K4SK Bobby and Pat standby. Is any other check-ins after the Sensate group?
N4VLC.
Sierra Delta Foxtrot.
Bravo 9 Delta Echo Hotel.
39YX.
Okay. So y'all hold on a second. My pen started right. Whiskey Alpha 8 Sierra Delta Fox. KB9DEH got you. K9YX, and who was the other?
N4VLC.
Okay, I had you, Jerry. I didn't mention you. Anybody else? Okay. KD9QDP, and who's the other? Hey, let me tell you how I got out of that bunch. I have N4VLC, SDF Jim, DEH, K9YX, and QDP. Who did I miss? N4JY. Okay, anybody else? Okay, good list going here. So let me go get Bobby here. KC0JHY. Bobby, good afternoon. K4OSK. How's everything going?
It's going good, Chris. We were very lucky here, and we didn't get the ice. Got just a sprinkle of snow, not enough to cover the ground hardly. But anyway, the roads are all clear and all of that, which is a blessing when you look at what went on up in Missouri north of us. So anyway, we did have a lot of rain, though, just prior to that. Anyway, for tonight, I've got some tenderloin I'm going to do something with. Probably make a salad. I may make a pork tenderloin sandwich. But anyway, of course, Donna, she's going to boil her favorite omelet over.
Hey, Roger, Bobby. I got up this morning and I made a big pot of chili, and it's in there simmering right now, so it'll be ready after a while. Go ahead.
Roger, yeah, I think chili. In fact, I made some for myself when Donna was down in Kemet. Really enjoyed it. Problem is with her issues with her stomach and all, she can't eat it. She loves it, just can't eat it. I know you got a big list today, so I'm not going to carry on here. But you're sounding good, so hello to you and everybody else on the net. And we'll make room for whoever's up next. But you're sounding good, Chris. Good to talk to you. K4OSK, KC0GH, I'll be listening.
Okay, Bobby. Yeah, I tell you, it's our temperature here hovered right above freezing, and if it had just dropped a couple of degrees, even 1 degree part of the day, we would have had a mess here and all. But in fact, the weather thing kept saying freeze and rain, but it never did freeze outside. It stayed right above freezing here on the lake, and everybody around us was like 38 and 40 degrees and all. But the lake just kind of held our temperature down, but not enough to freeze. So thank goodness we missed that one. So Bobby, right along, we'll call you back. So break up KC0GHY, K4OSK, WB9CAR. Pat, how was the trip, K4OSK? Got you, Kyle.
That's all I can say about that. 2,000 miles. Well, I think about 200 of it, but that's because if she wants to drive, I think that's her. At any rate, I got there and back. Pretty good. My daughter-in-law was the 22nd of January. She had a year, so I guess it's paper. And my little granddaughter is just people work, and she goes out and but that's okay. That's what old people are for. It snowed here last night about, I don't know, 3-4 inches, something like that. We got about 25-mile winds right now. I was out in the snow for about 2 hours. Got to go up to see WDOS. He's working his way through this remote thing. You know, these computers are, let's just say, not intuitively obvious. That's the professional thing. They didn't know the answer to the question. So at any rate, Chris, it should be around September 3 round. We have scallops in linguine or in garlic and olive oil and paper for lunch.
Okay, Pat, very good. Well, we this weekend I found a good sale on some shrimp. And they already was peeled and deveined, and I just brought home. I boiled about 4 pounds of shrimp, and I made a big pile of salmon patties, and that's what we ate this weekend, Saturday for dinner. So it was really good. Them scallops, boy, them things are always good. But Pat, yeah, I'm glad you made the trip back, and yeah, them little young ones there, they can run your worry there. I mean, they got all the energy in the world, you know. So hey, they're fun to be around for a while. But man, I'll tell you what. And as far as driving goes like that, yeah, when I'd like to be the one driving, but you know, get sometimes taking a couple of 100 miles off and just sitting back relaxing, you know, that's not too bad there for sure. So Pat, ride along with us, and we'll call you back for another one. Glad you made it home safe. So, break Mr. Pat, this K4SK. Don, stand by. You'll be up right after John. WA4KNI. John, good afternoon. How's everything going in North Carolina, K4OSK?
Well, Chris, I can't complain. It's cold here. We're getting wind gusts up to 22 miles an hour, 42 degrees right now, and it's cloudy. And we're supposed to have snow this afternoon. We'll see what happens. We're here, be here for the 73 round. Good to hear you, and hope the company's doing all right. WA4 and you, I hope your back is doing good. I know it's cold, and it really tears me up since I've had a few back operations. WA4KNI.
No, Roger, John. Well, the puppy's doing good. I took him to the vet Friday, the boxer to the vet, and boy, he was just surprised how good he looked from before to now. So he gave us some more stuff to put on his, he has one little bad place on his side that hasn't healed up all the way, and gave us some more antibiotic spray for it, and he's still on the antibiotics. So but he's doing really well. He gained a little bit more weight back again, so that's good. And yeah, that's I go to my back doctor in the morning, John. So I'll be up there at 9 a.m. in Knoxville. So I'm probably going to put me on some steroids or something, more than likely. That's what I want to do. I don't want to, it's just the weather and all like it is right now. I don't want to have to start going Knoxville therapy and everything else right now and test and all. So I'm going to ask for a round of steroids, see if that won't get it back going good. But I'm doing okay. I mean, I get around. That's about as much I can ask for. So, John, I'm glad you're doing well, and we'll call you back on a 7-3 round. So, break at WA4KNI. This is K4OSK. W9DON. Don, how's everything going for you today? Roger, Don. I tell you, I used to do a lot of digital stuff on the radio here. I have a Signal Link, and I would do different digital programs and stuff and all. And I would be using one, and I come down here in the shack and turn it on. It wouldn't work for nothing. I would go through the same thing as I always did. It wouldn't work for nothing. I'd turn it off, finally get aggravated, and go do something else or whatever. Next time I come down, turn it on, it worked like a charm, you know. And I'd say, well, what did I do different? You know, I don't know what I did different. You know, sometimes they can be ornery like that. But anyway, I know you'll get it figured out there, Don, and you know, and it'll work good there. So, but I'm glad you're doing well. And you know, we had some high winds over the weekend, some really high winds here. In fact, it blew the cover off of my barbecue grill and everything else. And man, I tell you, I had a little rug out here on the back porch, you know, before you come in the house, just one of them little fuzzy outside rugs, and it blew it completely off the deck, and it's a pretty heavy little rug. Had to go chase it down. So anyway, we had some about 40-mile-per-hour gusts coming off the lake here, and it was really cool. But besides that, we're in good shape here, Don. And are you going to be here for the 73 or one and done today? Okay, Don, very good. Yeah, I looked at my mail program today, and it said I didn't get anything. So we check our mail maybe once a week or something like that. So unless we're inspecting something important, and then we go out and check it. But anyway, Don, hey, ride along with us, enjoy, and you're sounding good here, by the way. So we'll see you in a little bit, okay? Go ahead, contact.
Yeah, Don, I typed up a cheat sheet for you, and I sent it to Mark. And I told Mark to add any comments he had. I'll just try and copy that cheat sheet step by step so you have something to follow. W9, DOM, WB9CAR, back to you, Chris. You don't have it, Mark has it, but I'll have him add his comments to it and get it to you. Don't worry about it. The first time I came on 1,013, there were a couple guys looking over my shoulder and said, how many tunnels are we built have to replace this year?
Okay, very good. And Don, I know you'll get it going there. So break with Pat and Don. Let me go with Robert, K4RS. It's K4OSK. Robert, how's everything going for you today, K4OSK?
You call me?
Roger, K4RS. Robert, how's everything going?
It's cold, man. It's cold. 28 degrees. Wind chill 27. But I decided to come out here and, fry some bacon if I can. Go ahead.
Hey, very good, Robert. Well, how are you feeling? You getting into your strength back?
Oh, yeah. I'm eating too normal. Go ahead.
Hey, that sounds good. That sounds real good. Last time I talked to you, you was still feeling the effects of that pneumonia and stuff, so I'm glad you're starting to feel like yourself again. Go ahead.
Yeah. I ain't no prettier, I know that.
Hey, that's why you don't have mirrors, Now, that way you just have to think about it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of flurried around a little bit. Dropped about 8 or 9 flakes on us this morning. Then it went away. And they're calling out Friday's supposed to be a stormy day. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what they're saying here. We're going to be below freezing all day long and all night, and we got like 80% chance of snow there. So we'll see what happens. It's a long way to Friday, a few days, so they can change it.
Yeah, they do it. I know that weather people out watching on different channels, they just couldn't help themselves showing their disapproval of the weather. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know it. They was telling us a week ago that we would have had snow on the ground already here if we believed what they told us last week. And now they're saying Friday we're going to have snow on the ground and bad roads and stuff. So one of these times they get it right. They keep predicting something enough. Eventually they're going to hit the bullseye. Go ahead.
Well, it's all a contest for them to be the firstest with the mostest. Go ahead.
Exactly. They had that one thing where they had a monkey, predicting the weather, and had the weather people predicting the monkey got it right just as much as they did.
That sounds like J. Fred Muggs. You remember him?
The name's familiar.
Well, they used to have the early morning, or the early part of TV land there. They had a guy at a desk. Anyway, he had a pet chimpanzee, and he'd be doing stuff like that and adding up numbers and stuff.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And some of them chimps, they're pretty smart, on doing stuff. I mean, some of them, smarter than some of the people I met here on this world. Go ahead.
Yeah, they're not as dumb as you think. Had a professor one time said that 95% of the DNA for apes and humans is about the same or something like that. And I said, yeah, but that last 5%'s a whopper.
Oh, exactly. There's one over there in one of them foreign, Saudi Arabia, one of them countries over there, that actually goes and drives a golf cart every day over to his job he has at the zoo or something or other, and all. But he drives himself over there. There's videos of it and all, and he knows how to get there with the golf cart. Go ahead.
that's a good deal. Well, I know you got a pretty long list today, so I'm going to dive out and go back in the house. I ain't warmed this room up much today. I got 3 heaters going and it's still cold. Well, let's see. It's 66 in here. Go ahead.
Oh, wow, yeah. My room here was about 50-something before I kicked on some more heat in here today. So right now it's toasty. It's about 75. So I need to turn down the heat a little bit. It's about to get too warm in here now. But, yeah, I keep this track kind of cooled off unless I'm going to be down here. But, Robert, hey, you take care of yourself, my friend, and we'll see you again. I'll be back Wednesday, so I'll see you then, I guess, if you can come in here.
Yeah, I got to go to take Mama to the pain clinic tomorrow so we can get her another round of pills. Anyway, nothing going on tomorrow anyway, other than that. But good to hear from you, man, and all these other folks that I know. And we'll see you next time. K4OSK, K4RES.
Okay, Robert. Yeah, I have to go up to Knoxville in the morning, my back doctor, and I've been having some problems, and I'll go up there and see what they can do. Probably, like I said earlier, probably put me on some steroids. Is what the normal thing is, see if that helps before we go any other further. So, Robert, 73 for now, and have a great one. So, break with K4RES is K4OSK. Was there any other check-ins before I continue on?
November 4, Lima, Quebec, Charlie.
Okay, LQC, anybody else? Got you, Bob. N0GMG, anybody else? Okay, KD8ECQ, and then stand by KE8BU, Bob. Dave, how's everything going for you today? K4OSK. KD8ECQ. Okay, Mr. Bob, KE8BU. Bob, how's everything going? Stand by Porter.
Yeah, I had to change antennas. All of a sudden, my SWR went sky high on the G5 RV. Yeah, we're doing pretty good there, Chris. Had about 8 inches of snow last night and had rain on top of that. So we got about 8 inches of snow with about 2 inches of crusty ice on top of that. You could almost walk on it without breaking through, and now it's coming down snowing hard again. Got 2 4-wheel drive vehicles and went out there today and started one up. The alternator's out of it, so I went over to clean the oven off and started it up, or tried to. Starter went out of it, so I got 2 vehicles in the driveway. Neither one's operable. QSL?
Thank you, QSL, Bob. Do like I did. Alternator went out on that GMC terrain. We was up in Knoxville in that thing, and I got me a hammer, and I took and I whacked the back of it about where the brushes would be there, and I just tapped it. I mean, gave it some good little taps. And, you know, that thing started back charging. It got me home. Go ahead.
Yeah, I tried that. Yeah, the thing started up fine. I had the heater going. I was going to melt some of the ice off of it. And I turned the mobile rig on and was sitting there listening to the mid-cars. And I looked down and there was a voltmeter on the radio, and it was showing 10 volts. So then I looked on the dash, and the dash meter was showing about 10 volts, and I said, uh-oh, something ain't right. So got out the voltmeter, and actually, with everything shut off, the battery showed almost 12 volts, but when I started up, the voltage dropped, so there's nothing coming out of the alternator at all. QSL?
Hey, Roger, yeah, I'll tell you, it's picked the worst time to fail, didn't it? And one thing about mine was, we was wife and daughter, they wanted to go, my sister was with us too, wanted to go into Walmart and do some Christmas shopping, and I was going through the Walmart parking lot. We went out and ate, And I was going through, and I tried to turn down a row, Bob. It took everything I had to turn that car, and I said, whoa, something's wrong with the steering. And I looked down and saw that alternator light on. It didn't ding or ring no bells or nothing. And I just looked down, saw it on, and looked down there. I have a thing on there that where I plugged my phones all in. It shows the voltage, and it was down 11-something volts. And I got into a parking spot, and I raised the hood. And I got a flashlight and a hammer. I got out there and whacked that alternator a few times, and finally it started back charging. I told the family, I said, ain't no shopping tonight. I said, we're going to get this thing home. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I was hoping mine would start charging too, but that's your original alternator on that thing, about 250,000 miles. So I guess it's about the end of its life. I was going to tap the starter on the wife's car. Can't even see the thing. There's a big scatter shield underneath the engine and transmission, and you can't see it from the top. So I was going to tap it, hoping it would work. Couldn't even get to the thing. Okay, Chris, got a lot of people waiting, so we'll let you get back at it. K4OSK, KE8BU.
Okay, Bob. Well, hopefully one of them be easy to fix, and hopefully it's not one of them starters that you have to remove the transmission to get to the starter. I've seen some of them mechanics online working on some of them, and you have to actually, the starter is mounted inside the transmission case, so it's just unbelievable why the engineer would hate mechanics so bad. But Bob, hey, hopefully you get them going there. And I got my Tahoe sitting out here. It's filled up with fuel, and everything's out here is filled up. There's gas, actually, and so I told my wife, I said, take your pick, whichever one you want to drive to work tonight, and she took her old Camry with her. So, hey, Bob, right along, we'll get you back for another. So, Breaker KE8BU, this is K4OSK, and Afternoon 6-8 Group, N0KPH, Porter, good afternoon, stand by Oscar Uniform X-Ray.
Hotel Porter over here in Lakewood, New Jersey. Currently, we're 6 degrees this morning, but it's warmed up to a whopping 16 degrees. And we have a northwest wind right now at about 20 miles an hour. So anyway, the wind's going to slow down just a little bit tonight. Northwest wind from 3 to 6 miles an hour. But last night we had some winds over 30 miles an hour, and it's really a lot of snow and many driveway deep, that's for sure. Anyway, that's the way it goes in northwest Missouri. But other than that, we've just been playing radio today, and there's a club that meets, and they go on 17 leads, 15, 12, and 10, and they check propagation every day. It starts at about, 12:30, I think it is, and 11:30 or 12:30 of the morning, and it goes to each time, and then the rest coming in really good today in Canada, and I heard some other places just very well. So anyway, we need to play with and get on and check propagation. That's about all we're going to do today. I'll meet tonight with them. So that's anyway, thank you very much for keeping the list today, and a lot of good signals out there. N0KPH, that's the K4OSK.
No, okay, Porter. Well, that sounds good there. Now, my club meeting is on the 17th, I think, this month. We're going to have at a little cafe down about 20 miles from here, 18, 20 miles from here, a little cafe. We're going to have a eat and meet there in their back meeting room there at the restaurant, and just have us a meal together and all. We didn't have a Christmas dinner. Everybody's going too many different ways, and also we decided to have one in January. And hopefully the weather will be good and everybody can make it. But we're doing good here, Porter. No complaints. And we've just had a lot of wind and stuff, but just some limbs down across the property. But really, I got these trees laying down that I had to drop down, so people driving by, they really can't tell what's already there or what fell down new there. So I'm then trying to get them cleaned up some. But anyway, we're doing good. No complaints. So Porter, I appreciate you getting in there. Are you going to ride along for a 73, or are you one and done? Okay, Porter. Well, we'll call you back for another one. Always a pleasure. So, Breaker, is there a KPH? It's K4OSK. WB0OUX. Good afternoon. How's everything going? And this K4OSK.
WB0OUX. Good afternoon, Chris. And all on the 6 acres today. We got about 18.7 degrees. I don't think we're going to make the 27 that we're predicting this morning, and now they're predicting 23. But it's cloudy and unpleasant looking out there. Did go out a little bit, and it's colder than this old man wants to spend time in, so I didn't stay out there very long. Got the birds fed, so the XYL can watch them fly around out there, and otherwise came back in the shack here and started playing with things a bit. Anyhow, just hope everybody has a great day. This is WB0OUX, and by the way, I should be here for the 7-3 round. So anyhow, 7-3, back to next program. Afternoon, Don. Hello, Martin. Just do it the easy way and say hello to everyone. I recognize most of the voices. Go ahead.
Okay, Martin, very good. Well, I appreciate you getting in here. And our wind has finally calmed down a little bit here. It's like 9 miles per hour now, but we was gusting up in the 20s there earlier today, and it's a little bit cool coming off the water here and where I live at and off the lake here. And man, it was kind of chilly. I actually put a old Sugan on today and over my ears. It's outside doing a few things. So, but right along with us, and we'll call you back for another one. It's sounding good here in East Tennessee. So Breaker WB0OUX is K4SK. Was there another check-in? Stand by KC9DZ.
Whiskey 9, Echo Golf Alpha. And 9DRC.
Okay, I got W9EGA and 9DRC, and who's the other? Anybody copy that station is right, very weak on me.
Yeah, it's a mobile out there, Chris.
Okay, Ron, can you pick them up?
Roger, I can help you do that. Mobile station, come back to Whiskey 9, Echo Golf Alpha.
Interview. This is Rare.
K9HKS Mobile. This is Whiskey 9, Echo Golf Alpha. Name is Ron. Romeo Oscar November. I'm in Collinsville, Illinois. Where are you located? Roger. Well, travel safe. You guys got snow up there where you're at? Roger. Okay. Well, travel safe, and Chris will get back to you on the 7-3 round. Roger. K9HKS, W9EGA. Travel safe, and we'll catch you again. K4OSK, W9EGA. Back to you, Chris.
Okay, Ron. Thank you for bringing Jim in. Jim, I caught part of that. You came up a little bit on the signal and faded again, so we'll call you back on another one. Be careful out there. So, break with Jim and Ron. This is K4SK. Kilo Charlie 9, Delta Zulu, and standby Harold, IVO.
K4OSK. KC9, that's easy. I would say good evening to you, Chris, and everybody on the net. Name here is Ray, Romeo Alpha Yankee, located at Northern Indiana.
got pretty good signals on everybody. I think about the whole Midwest got about the same weather. Nobody's got less over 20 degrees. But good hearing you guys. And it's been a long time since I checked in. I might try to make it a little bit more often. So we won't keep it. Come back to you. And thanks a lot for getting us in there. K4OSK, K39 and DZ.
Okay, Ray. Well, thanks for getting in here with us. And, yeah, we're doing good here today. And, hey, can't complain about the weather, really. No snow on the ground. We had a little dusting earlier today, but mostly on the porches and on the car hoods and stuff like that. But as the wind, it's not even wet snow. The wind is just blowing it off. So, hey, ride along with us, Ray, if you can. Enjoy the net. So, break with KC9DZ. This is K4OK. KC9IVO. Harold, good afternoon. Stand by Jerry, BLC. Okay, Harold. I think Jim HKS said hi to you there. Very good, Harold. Yeah, we're doing good here today. We just have a lot of wind over the weekend, and I was surprised my antenna stayed up. I was kept expecting to find it laying on the ground, but it held up pretty good. We had gust up 40 miles per hour coming off the lake here, and man, it was really whipping outside, and I even had a little throw rug on the back deck to wipe the feet off before it came in the house. It took that thing and blew it out towards the driveway. I had to go get it, and it's just man, that wind was just awful. But we're doing good here. No snow right now. We did have some little bit a while ago. I mean, probably 9 to 10 o'clock this morning, a little dusting, and that's about it. So we're supposed to have some more Friday, I think. It's 29 degrees outside. It's supposed to get down 25 tonight. So, Harold, we will have a 73 around here after a while, and I'll give you a call then. So ride along and enjoy the net. So breaker KC9 IVO, Mr. Harold, this is K4OSK, and let's see, M4BLC. Jerry, good afternoon. How's everything down in Georgia? Stand by Jim, SDF.
K4OSK, M4BLC. Well, things are pretty good here. It's getting a little bit cool. It started off this morning, I think it was about 57 or 8, and now it's down to 42 or 3, so, and it's probably going to get much cooler. Well, it may be cooler than that now. That was when it was about 12 o'clock when I came in, got back to the house. So it's dropping pretty good. I think they're saying it's good to get out around 26, 27 tonight, and tomorrow night down in the 20s, and then I've heard 2 or 3 tales on depends on which radio station you're TV station you're looking to. It may be anywhere from 25 degrees to 15 degrees, so you name it, you can find it. Seems like they're getting excited or something. Now, go ahead.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, I know it. We're supposed to have the snow on the ground here already, and this last go around, and we didn't get anything except rain. And they was predicting it like a week out. We're going to have a few inches of snow, and we never materialized. Although our temperature here did stay lower than all around us. We stayed right above freezing, like 33 to 34. Everybody around us was like 38 and 40 degrees, but the lake, I guess, had its effects on it and kept us down. But we never did have anything, just rain. So we needed the rain. I'm not complaining about it. We need a lot more rain, actually. But anyway, Jerry, we'll see what happens Friday. That's when they're saying we're supposed to get something else. So we're ready for it, just whatever it's going to do. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, that's pretty much what they're saying down here, too, except that we usually a few degrees warmer than you would be. But, yeah, they're saying Friday, Thursday night or Friday might be kind of interesting, so we'll see. It's winter time, so if you live in Georgia, you stick around for a day or two to weather change, so that's the way it is around here. Go.
No, Roger. Yeah, I hope it holds off a little bit. On Thursday night, I got to go up and pick a friend of the family up at the airport up in Knoxville Thursday night. They got their car sitting here in my property and bring them back here, and also I got to run up there. I can always drive the 4-wheel drive up there if I need to and get them, but they're out in Arizona right now, and they're coming back, and I got to go pick them up. So and also I volunteered to do that for them and save them some having to pay the parking at the airport and all, but. We'll see. Hopefully it'll hold off till I get back home Thursday night. I think their flight's supposed to come in like at 9 p.m. or something like that. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, Jerry, like I said, whatever happens, happen. I did buy a bag of ice melt to pour out here on the sidewalk by the house and stuff, and that's about as far as it'll go here. Much as I'm going to do about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I haven't even bought him any ice yet, so I mean any salt or anything like that. So if we have some ice, I may have to stay in the house, which is probably what I need to do anyway. So we'll just take it as it comes and then stick around and play the radio. And I'll be here for the 7-3, K4OSK, M4BLC.
Okay, Jerry, yeah, that's it. We got our radio, and that works out good for us. So ride along with us, and we'll call you back for a 73 round. So let me break with Jerry, M4BLC, this is K4SK, and stand by DEH. You'll be right after Jim. WA8SDF. Jim, how's everything going for you today, K4OSK?
K4OSK, WA8SDF. It's going okay. We're not doing anything much. Been investigating modifying an MC60 so it'll plug into the port the headsets plug into across almost all the radios, and discovered I need another socket to make the adapter. And so anyway, we're messing with that, and got wires tangled over everything right at the moment. Anyway, we're doing that, and that's really about it. Waiting to watch the news reports for school closings to see if they're going to close the school tomorrow. We have probably a better part of 12 inches of snow on the ground, if that, and maybe more. I measured it earlier, and it was like 11, just shy of 12 inches, 11 something. But then it snowed for about 2 or 3 more hours, so I'm not sure. The wind has picked up dramatically. Now it's blowing the snow all over the place, so we'll have driftings. The snowplow went through about 3 or 4 times and got it down to melted snow, and it had covered over again and again and again. So right before I came down here to the basement, I looked and see what it was like, and it was down to bare pavement again. But I suspect if I want to go upstairs now and look at it, it's going to be covered over again. But anyway, it'll go away sometime by July. K4OSK WA8SDF.
Hey, very good, Jim. Yeah, I saw on the news on some channel last night they're showing up there around Cincinnati and all about all the snow that y'all got and all. And man, back when I was a kid up there outside Chicago, Calumet City, I'll be honest with you, I don't think we ever missed school because of the weather, except for about 1967 or somewhere, we had one heck of a blizzard one time, and somewhere right in there, 67, 68 or something, and I know everything was closed down then. My sister was just a little baby, and I know my brothers went and hiked to they brought a fire truck to the end of the road we lived on, several blocks from the house, and they hiked up there and brought back milk. They brought milk to the area in there for people that have babies and stuff. So, and they had some different things that they brought in for people. So nothing else can move there. But that's been many, many years ago. Oh my goodness, 60-something years ago or whatever. So, but anyway, we're doing good here, Jim. Not a whole lot going on, I'll be honest with you. It's just that outside, just wet. We had a lot of rain over the last couple of days, and that's about all we had was rain, so that's a good thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, it is. It beats the snow. This part of southwestern Ohio doesn't get the massive amounts of snow that the Great Lakes regions do. And heck, there was one, I saw someone on one newscast, someplace up in upstate New York near Pennsylvania, that got 75 inches of snow over the weekend.
Oh, wow, yeah, that's unreal. That is unreal. Well, our problem here, Jim, is we don't hardly ever get in. We do good to get a couple of snowfalls a year. Our highway department, the state highway department that does the state routes, and there's only, last time I heard, there was 6 people worked in our county for it, and they have a couple of plow trucks, and they take care of all the state highways, and I'm on a state route here. And then we have our county road department. They take care of the back roads, the county roads and stuff. But still, it's there are very few of them, and you might be several hours before you ever see a plow come by. Go ahead.
Or if ever. That's the same way it is down here. Up there in Chicago and New York and all, the plows they use to clear the roads, or the plows we use to clear the roads down here, is what they use to clear parking lots with. It's just that we just don't get enough these types of storms to really invest in a bunch of equipment that'll probably sit and rust before they wear it out. So basically they have plows and all that sort of stuff, but they're not the big ones, and they're not there's not a lot of them. Now, interstate highway stuff, the state does. I've seen them, and yeah, they're big, but they're still not as big as what they use up there, probably, just because they don't need them. And when it does happen, it's calamity for a few days. In fact, the school refers to snow days as calamity days. Over.
Hey, Roger. Yep, exactly. Well, Jim, I'm glad you're doing well there, and not have to get out there and wade through that stuff to your post every day right now. So hopefully you won't have to go tomorrow there. But anyway, hey, are you going to ride along to the end today?
Oh, we'll be here for sure. Yeah, tomorrow it's sub-zero days with wind chill, and it's not going to be too good or too much fun, I think. So that's going to be one of those deals that I hope they call it off. It's one thing to walk around when it's really cold. You stay warm because you're moving. But if you're standing on a street corner and basically doing nothing except walking a few steps here and there, trying to stay warm, I found is a real challenge. And I layer up really deep. And I'm just in my mind tomorrow debating whether I'm going to wear the fluorescent yellow jacket I have or my real winter stuff. And I'm thinking my real winter stuff, and I'll see if I can get the thing they gave us for early summer and late in fall, where you just put it over the top of whatever you're wearing. And I may do that tomorrow. It depends upon if I can get that thing on around my real winter parka. If not, I may not wear any of that and just have that big red stop sign in my hand. Over.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, you might just be froze there. That just leave us down there all the time. So, Jim, ride along with us. We'll call you back for another one there. And also, man, I'll tell you, that's the only hard part about the job when the weather gets like it is now. So let me break with Jim. Whiskey Alpha 8 Sierra Delta Fox. DEH standby. Was there another check-in? Okay, give your call again. You're very light. Got you, Mike. KC0UKA. Got you. Just got about 5 or 6, 7 in front of you. Okay, KB9DEH. How's everything going today? Stand by K9YX.
Thanks for doing the service.
Okay, I appreciate you getting in here with us, and we're doing okay here, and you're sounding good here today, by the way. So Breaker KB9DEH got you one and done. Joined us often. There's Jerry. So let's see, K9YX. Tom, good afternoon. Stand by Rick, QDP. Got you, Keith.
OSK. Well, good afternoon, Chris, and good afternoon to everybody on the 6A group. This is Tom, K9YX, up in Gurney, Illinois. And Chris, you're coming in here about 10 over 9. Beautiful signal today. Most of the signals are pretty good today, in fact, so I'm pretty pleased about that. And yes, we have cold weather up here in Gurney as well. We got 27 degrees. It says hazy. I guess I would say overcast. And it feels like 10 degrees. And the winds are out of the north at about 12 miles an hour to make it feel like 10 degrees. So it's cold out there. You need a coat, that's for sure. Humidity is 81%. Visibility is 10 miles. Pressure is 30.02. And the dew point is 22 degrees. And it's going down about 12 degrees tonight. And then 27 isn't going to be the high for the day. And I got up early this morning and got on the Navy net to sit in on the Navy net and listen to those guys a little bit. Do a little talking. Rex was on there, W5EAK. He's going to have a big rodeo down there in Texas on the 5th or the 30th of January. So sounds like she's going to have a good time. They're going to have some mounted Marines on their horses down there. I may think about going down there and visit Rich. But anyway, my grandson is going back to North Dakota on Wednesday. He's going to drive back. And I'm looking for him to get his last semester done of flight school. He'll be done then. And I don't think he's looking forward to driving in cold weather, but he always wears good warm clothes with him, so he's smart enough to know that, and his grandpa makes sure he has clothes. So we'll talk to you later there, Chris, K9YX.
Okay, Tom, very good. Well, I know he's going to be happy to finish up the school and then finish out his training wherever he wants to there. And I know, I guarantee you're going to be heading to the Japanese steakhouse of Benihana's, whatever, coming up this week. Go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you what, actually, we're going to stay home to my daughter. She's going to make tacos. Over.
Okay, that's a change, isn't it? So, very good, Tom. Well, I know y'all proud of them there, and man, I've been watching them nomadic, guys there fly all over the place, man. I tell you, you don't find many pilots like them guys that can fly anything. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. They're checked out on about everything there is, and that's quite unusual, Chris.
No, yeah, them two guys that started that company, and I'll tell you, that's the place to get some training. You can train, and you have to be checked, on everything. Boy, they're doing good there, so that's real good. But Tom, we're doing fine here. Took my doggy to the boxer to the vet Friday for a checkup. He was very, very pleased on how everything's progressed. And all with that skin infection and all, he got down on the floor with him. And he said, "Man, I tell you, you look so much better." So we're continuing on the treatment, and hopefully won't be long. He'll be stamped as cured. Go ahead.
Yeah, that'll be a good deal. That'll be great. Yeah, Kobe went out. It snowed last night a little bit. It snowed yesterday, and then last night a little bit. And Kobe went out, and he really likes the snow. He loves to roll in it and everything else. So he's in a real good mood whenever it snows like this. Much better mood than I am in, Chris. Okay, Chris, back to you. I'll be around for a 7-3 round. K9YX.
Okay, Tom, and with the medicine and everything, I thought I was going to faint. I went up there to pay for everything, and they said it'll be $67 today, and I said, "Are you kidding?" I said, I said, "Okay, I can handle that one better." Every other time it's been like $300 every freaking time I walk in that door, So hey, I thought something was wrong there, so they gave me a good deal there since it's just a checkup there. So Tom, ride along with us, and we'll get you another one here in a little bit. So break it, Tom. This is K4SK, KD9QDP. Rick, how's everything going? Stand by, Keith, UTJ.
$24 an hour, and that's coming out of north. Yeah, it's 28 right now, and that's pretty good. It's supposed to be partly sunny here today, but like I said, today would be number 11 here of the Marine. We finished with 940 that's the short page right now. There's a display here. There's a little green window that's CFO display. But anyway, one of the lights is out on it. Imagine it's one of them little dongle installs. Replaced with a couple little LED lights. So that's the way the dongle. That window still hangs in there. It's burning away. Very good.
every day I use it there, and I'll tell you what, it's absolutely beautiful on CW. It's bad, it's just a beautiful run on CW. It's just, so anyway, back to you, Chris. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be running down I'm not contacting I didn't want you to come over big paper and he's got some issues with QST. I told him I feel I was on, so I won't think I'll be around here for the deputy around here today, Chris. So with that, I appreciate it. Everyone got to take this with, and we'll catch all of you here tomorrow.
Okay, Rick, 89 QDP K4OSK returning. Well, tell Tom we said hi to him there. I know he sure misses Miss Bonnie there, and all. I'll tell you, she was awful sick though there for a while, for sure. But hey, tell Tom we said hi, and Rick, you take care of yourself. And I'll be back again Wednesday. So I got business in Knoxville, my back doctor and all tomorrow. So that's going to take my whole morning up. So I probably won't be on here tomorrow, but I will be back Wednesday. So Rick, 73, and take care, and we'll see you next time. So break with QDP, this K4OSK, N4JY, stand by. You'll be up right after Keith here. N9UTJ, Keith, good afternoon. How's everything going for you today, K4OSK?
Yeah, Chris, everybody. Yeah, I left out of the room earlier. Tom was sounding good. Anyway, down here, well, that second bout of storms, I haven't seen the reports. There was, the second bout of storms there the other day, besides the other one previously. I haven't seen the reports, but I know there was some twisters. That one missed me too. And now it's turned cold. It'll be a freezing temperature low tonight, all the way through till next Friday at night. Freezing temperatures. The freeze down to the freezing mark or just past it. Guys outside also feeding them, but working on the ways to keep them warm. And I've got to go back out there here in a minute. So I guess winter is finally here, finally. And at least the power didn't go out this time. Anyway, K4OSK and 9ETJ.
Okay, Keith. Yeah, that's a good thing. Your power stayed on, and I thought ours would flicker, which I have the generator, the whole house generator, but we had them 40-mile-per-hour gusts the other day, and I thought for sure. You ride down these roads around here, you see trees leaning towards the power lines everywhere, and I just knew we'd be on generator, but it never did happen, so that was a good thing. Everything stayed good. Of course, we hadn't had much rain either at that time, and so the ground was pretty tough and all. But Keith, I'm glad you're doing good, and we'll call you back here on a 73 round. So break of N9UTJ, this K4OSK and afternoon State Group, and let's see here. N4JY, good afternoon. How's everything going? Stand by KG9IW.
Good afternoon, Chris. K4OSK and the 6-8 group from N4JY, Kenosha, Wisconsin. Normally I wouldn't give you the weather report since Tom K9YX is in there, but it's totally different here. We have 31 degrees and the wind chill is 20. And we just had another snow band come off the lake and move back out over the lake, and we have got, as of 8 o'clock this morning, 4.9 inches of snow, and we've gotten more snow during the day here, and the surprising thing is, after 2 rounds of clearing snow off the sidewalks and everything, the plow has not been down our street yet, and that's going to be a bugger here later on, because it's going to plow and it's going to pile up at the bottom of the driveway, which is nice and clear. In of course, it's going to freeze almost as quickly as they get done. So we're going to kind of keep our eye on that. But thanks for being our list keeper this afternoon. You have a good signal here in Kenosha, Chris, and yeah, Calumet City. Been through there, and a little bit hillier than it is here along the lake in Kenosha. But we should be here for the 73 route. It all depends on the timing of the plow coming in front of the house. So we're going to go take a peek out the window. I'm down here in the basement and see what's up with that, and then be down here looking at the rest of the net. So again, thanks for being our list keeper. Good to hear you, and we'll catch you further on down the log. K4OSK, S4JY Kenosha.
Okay, very good. Yeah, when I was up there as a kid, I remember the plow. We'd park on the side of the street, and the plow would come by right down the middle, basically, and you have to go out there and dig the cars where you get them out, to the middle of the street there, and all you have to take, because they would push all the snow they come down one way and come down the other, and your cars have a pile of snow in front of them where you couldn't pull out until you dug them out some more there. So yeah, it's always fun doing that stuff and all. But yeah, it's we left up there in 1971, I think it was. My family did, and moved south and all, and so I'm happy. I'm happy we're in Tennessee now, and all. Myself, my sister are the only two left that moved down this way. So everybody else my parents already passed away and all, but still, I'm glad to be down here. But thanks for getting in here. You're sounding good here from up there in Wisconsin, and this booming signal. So let me break in for JY, this K4SK. Let me get Mr. Kyle in here. KG9IW. Kyle, good afternoon. Stand by Lima, Quebec, Charlie. Hey, very good, Kyle. Well, they're saying we might get something Friday. I'll believe it when I see it. So that's the way it goes here in the Tennessee Valley. It's hard for them to predict what we're going to get, but they're pretty sure of their stuff right now, so we'll see what happens. But, Kyle, you're sounding good here today, and hey, I appreciate you taking in right along with us, and we'll call you back on the 73 round. So, Berkeley, KG9IW, this K4OSK. And let's see, Bob, GMG, stand by. You'll be up right after this. November 4, Lima, Quebec, Charlie. How's everything going today?
Hey, good afternoon, Chris. This is November 4, Lima, Quebec, Charlie, Wayne, located in Jonesville, Virginia. That's Lee County, the last county west in the state that borders Tennessee and Kentucky. We've got the same weather that most everyone else in this part of the world has. We've got 12-mile-an-hour wind, 30-mile-an-hour gusts. We've got a very fine snow falling. We got about 1.5 inches of snow yesterday. The rain came, and then it's all gone, but looks like it's coming back. And our schools are closed tomorrow because of what's happened today. Things are just starting to freeze right back, and that's all part of winter. It just is what it is. It's been a few weeks since I checked in. I keep forgetting, and by the time I remember that the 6/8 net's going on, it's already happening. Oh boy, isn't that something? Outside of that, I've got the propane heat going here in the shack and feeling comfortable, and just nothing in the world wrong with that. With this old weather out there, it's a good day just to be in here and talk on the radio. Over.
Hey, very good, Wayne. You sound like me. I have a propane going here in my shack right now, and it's about 28, 29 outside, and that wind is gusting a little bit out there, so I'm just sitting here nice and comfy and all, and man, I tell you, it's no better place to be right now. But yeah, we got a little dusting earlier today, but that's the only snow I've seen this season so far, and it's the wind's, it's not even a wet dust in it, the wind's just blowing it around a little bit, So, but they're saying Friday. You know, it's going Thursday night, Friday. We look for something. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, roger that. I keep up with the weather for this whole area. You know, of course, I listen to Knoxville weather also. But, yeah, and it looks like that's what's going to happen. Of course, you know, wind, you had more wind than us, and that's because of your location off of that lake there. And, man, it can house through that area. I know that. And the same here. My antenna has held up good. We've had over 30-mile-an-hour gusts, and boy, when that happens, I can sure hear it here in the shop. Over.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, I know it. You know, it's my house. It's pretty well insulated, and you don't really with them gusts though. Sometimes you can hear them, and like regular rainfall, I don't really hear it rain unless it just comes. I mean, a downpour. Then we can hear it, and all you know, stuff like that. So. But, yeah, I'll tell you, it's that gust off that lake, man. I'll tell you what, them 40-mile-per-hour gusts, that's right chilly. Go ahead.
Yeah, roger that. You think, why am I not further south? And then I get to thinking, no, I don't want to be down there between May and November. Over.
Hey, Roger, yeah. Well, believe it or not, even though the wind's gusting and all, the duck hunters, man, they still put their boats in the water and they brave it out to their duck blinds, and so you know, they're out there getting their ducks and all, getting their ducks in a row, I guess you can say. Go ahead.
Oh, that's outstanding. I tell you one thing, they're more dedicated than I am, and of course, age makes a difference. I'm too old for that anymore.
I'll tell you, I love fishing. That's one of my, besides amateur radio, one of my favorite hobbies. But I do not want to be wet and cold. You know, I don't mind it being a little warm out there and all. I can put on my big hat, you know, and all that. But I don't want to be wet and cold. That just, to me, that's miserable the older I get. Go ahead.
Well, growing up, I always had a saying around here, and I'm sure you've heard it about fisherman club. And it's a hungry cut and a wet bud. Over.
Exactly. Well, Wayne, are you going to ride along for a 73 round today?
I'm going to hang around, Chris.
Okay, well, ride along with us. I got about 4 or 5 more, and I know there's a couple more probably want to check in, and then we'll come back around and talk a little bit more, okay?
QSL, N4LQC.
Okay, breaker N4LQC, this K4SK. Let me go out here at Kansas, and then we got Ron AGA coming up. N4GMG. Bob, how's everything going? Stand by Ron and Rusty.
Oh, hi, Chris. K4OSK GMG. Well, I finally got my antenna thawed out. Got the ice off from yesterday. So we're at almost 17 degrees, and we're down to single digits tonight and tomorrow, and let's see Wednesday. But then we're on to a warm-up. So we're about 10 to 12 inches of snow here and outside of Kansas City. And so it wasn't too terrible. The city's did a good job keeping the roads clear and got the snow blower out, the driveway and sidewalks all cleared out. So we're just sitting pretty right now. Back to you, Chris. K4OSK N0GMG.
Hey, very good, Bob. Yeah, I've seen some pictures of Kansas and some of the roads, you know, out there and some of the interstates there, and in Kentucky and different places, Missouri. Man, a lot of people had it pretty rough. Go ahead.
For sure. You know, the utility, they did a good job. We didn't have any, we kept on the ground through all this, and that was kind of surprising with the amount of wind we had and the amount of ice. So that played out really well. The house stayed nice and warm. The hot water boiler did a great job. So it was kind of nice to just watching the snow come down, and come down at 10. Back to you.
Hey, very good. But maybe we'll get our chance Friday. We'll see what happens. But so far, I'm looking out, and we just had a little dusting earlier today, and that's about all the snow we've had. So we've hovered around that 32, 33, 34 degree temperature all day yesterday, and it rained and rained. And all around us it was up 38, 40 degrees, but right here on the lake it held the temperature down. And I kept watching the thermometer. I said, boy, if it just drops another degree, we're going to have a mess out here. But it never did, so we got lucky. Well, Bob, you going to ride along for a 73 round?
No, this is going to be my one and done. I was thinking about we're going to have spaghetti and meatballs for dinner tonight, so and probably some garlic bread. So first, thanks for picking me up, and everybody have a great afternoon and evening. K4A today in for back to you, Chris.
Okay, Bob. I got up and made a big pot of chili for dinner tonight, so we'll be eating on chili for the next day or two. So we'll see how that goes. But hey, that does sound good. That garlic bread and all. So Bob, 73, my friend. Have a great evening. So break with Bob. This is K4SK W9EGA. Ron, how's everything going? Stand by DRC and then Mikey UKA.
Oh, we're about the same boat as Bob. Hello, Bob. Good to hear from you. But yeah, we got about 7 or 8 inches of snow. We got sleet, and then the snow came after the sleet and just made a mess. But we're sitting at 25 degrees, the wind chill is 21. So, but we can't complain. Still got power, and we're still warm in the house. Roger.
Hey, that's all that matters, you know. Keeping warm and keeping everything, you know. Power going to the refrigerator and stuff. Of course, if it's so cold outside, you can always set the milk and all outside. Go ahead.
That's it, exactly. So, all right, Chris. Yeah, I'm going to be on one and done as well. I just took a break from the work computer and sat here and listened along while I was working. But I got to get back to that. But everybody have a great one, and thanks for what you do for the 6-8 group. And we'll talk to you later. K4SK W9EGA.
Okay, Ron. Well, thank you for checking in with us. If you have a short time when you get in here, just let me know, and we'll go ahead and work you. If you have to get back to working or whatever, we'll be glad to put you up there. So always a pleasure. 73. That's the break of W9EGA, K4OSK, N9DRC. Rusty, good afternoon. How's everything going? Stand by Mike, UKA. Okay, who's the check-in? Okay, exit, so I got you, and who's the other? Any other check-ins?
KQ4RHJ.
KQ4RHJ, got you, Dan. Anybody else? Okay, N9DRC, Rusty, are you still with us? Your turn. Okay, KC0UKA, Mikey, how's everything going for you today? K4OSK. Hey, roger that, Mikey. Well, we're running about 28 temperature outside right now, and I don't know what the wind chill is. We got some wind blowing. I see the trees, my white pines dancing around outside some. The wind's blowing about 9 or 10 miles per hour. Go ahead. Hey, roger, Mike. Yeah, we're doing good. Yeah, wind chill here is down to 19 right now, so it's not too bad out there. But yeah, we're doing good here, Mike. And all that's not a whole lot going on, to be honest with you. It's just trying to stay out of trouble. Go ahead. Exactly. And I saw someone yesterday I hadn't seen in a while. They said, "Where have you been?" I said, "If I tell you that, you might come after me." Go ahead. Yeah, this guy was a deputy sheriff. Of course, he was off duty there, but he said, "Where you been? I haven't seen you in a while." And I said, "Well, if I tell you that, you might just come find me and take me away there." But anyway, Mike, yeah, we're doing good here, and not a whole lot going on. No snow on the ground. We had a little flurries earlier, a little bit on the car hood or stuff like that, a little dusting kind of, but we really just had rain and all. They're saying Friday we might get something. Thursday night and Friday, we'll have to see what happens. It's not going to get above freezing all day Fridays, so we'll see. That's our best chance. So, but anyway, Mike, not a whole lot else going on, and we're just taking it easy. So you gonna ride along for a 73 round? I know it, and they was predicting we was supposed to get some this last time, but the temperature stayed right above freezing. So, to see what happens Friday, you know, it's a thing around here. We get more than a couple inches. It's a standstill around here. It takes a while before everything get back going. So we got food and everything what we need. So we're in good shape. I'm just stay here at the house and take it easy.
Check in.
And you know, if my heating system goes out, I have a gas log fireplace, and it take care of it there. So if power goes off, I have the whole house generator. So we're in good shape. Well, Mike, hey, it's good to talk to you, my friend. I'll be back here Wednesday if you want to come back by and say howdy to me there. And Tim and Jim will be here tomorrow if you come by and see them. So you take care of it that way, and we'll see you next time, okay? Okay, break with Mike. There's K4OSK. And let's see, KC8X Hotel X-Ray Oscar. Good afternoon. How's everything going to stand by RHJ?
Check in.
Oh, Chris.
Stand by, check in.
Beautiful. My call can be a mouthful when you're not ready for it. You practice it a couple thousand times, and once in a while you can get it out the first time, but it can be a tongue twister, no doubt about it. Oh, man, we've had sunshine here this afternoon. I usually don't talk about the weather on the radio because that's what old people do, but it's so goddamn rare over here on the West Coast that just sunshine, something to talk about, so I gotta tell you. And even topped off my battery. Well, just top them off, but I got enough energy in my batteries now. I can talk a little bit on the radio. I even fired up the amplifier because what the heck, why not? So hopefully my 263 watts, whatever it is reaching your house. We had a pretty good day at work today. We stayed good and busy, and the day went fast for a Monday. Seems like sometimes Mondays can drag on, but today went real quick, so I'm on got a nice on 7610. I've got one of these, what's it called? Hermes Light 2 Plus. A little software radio. I think I'm going to get rid of that. I really like it. It's actually the best radio I've ever had, but I just not getting a lot of use out of it. I get down here and I just kind of want to flip the rig on real quick and, you know, hear my friends on the net here or, you know, make a couple quick QSOs. With that thing, you know, you gotta turn the computer on first, and it's just not the same for me right now. I could see getting another one in retirement, but I think I'm gonna send that on down the road. So that's the minuscule musings of my low IQ brain here as I'm relaxing in the shack after a long day's work. Well, I say long day. I work 8 hours, which is almost part-time compared to what a bunch of us used to do back in the day when we were younger. But you know what? I did it back then, so I don't have to now. K4OSK in the group KC88XO, Greg up in Grand Haven.
Okay, Greg. Yeah, I used to work for a hospital for many years, and I was on call 24/7. And sometimes it seemed like I always took extra clothes. I had to change the clothes in the car with me every time I left the house because I knew I'd probably get caught over there and have to wind up taking a shower and grabbing a nap here or there if I could. I worked on a lot of stuff for them and stuff, so I always stayed busy. And man, sometimes I've lived over there, but I put in them hours, 8 hours. I never seen an 8-hour day at the hospital when I worked there. I never saw an 8-hour day, so there you go. And that was year after year, but I enjoyed it. But yeah, we're doing good here. Not a whole lot going on, Greg, and appreciate you checking in with us. So, hey, you gonna be here for 73?
Oh, I kind of doubt it. I'm guessing I'll probably get the dinner call there, Chris. So, yeah, I used to work nights when I started as a machinist. I was working nights, and we worked 6 to 6 at night till 6 in the morning. And quite often I'd have class, for my journeyman's card before that. So I'd start at, 3:30, 4 o'clock, work till 6, and drive home after that. So remember one day, boy, I fell asleep driving home, and I was almost home. I mean, I could see my house. I was a block away. I could see my house if I looked through the trees or whatever, and I fell asleep, and I hit somebody's garbage they had sitting out by. I was driving a big old Oldsmobile. And man, the shit flew everywhere. Man, there was garbage all over the place. But I was awake after that. Go.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, I done that. I did a 5 to 5 working for Davis Electric over there. Nissan. They was building a Nissan plant in Smyrna, Tennessee. It was the last construction job I ever worked. And 5 to 5 over there, and man, that 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. That was the roughest shift I think I ever worked in my life. Man, I was always just tired for some reason, but yeah, I would get off of work on like on a Friday, and I'd come back over this way, and that's where my girlfriend was, now my wife was, and also I would get work 12 hours, and then drive about 3 hours to get back home over here. So man, that was always rough there, but. Yeah, I'll tell you, we was a lot younger then, Greg. Go ahead.
Yep, I hear you there, buddy. No doubt there. I remember shooting a buck from a tree. I should not have been on a tree stand, but I shot a buck up North Bull Hunt one time. I've been awake 32 hours straight.
Oh, wow. That's good there. And, man, I'll tell you what, it's been a while since I haven't been hunting. I screwed my back up, so I don't get out and do that anymore. Well, Greg, I got one about somebody said check in here, so I'm going to get him on the list. And hey, we'll see you again next time. I'll be back Wednesday if you want to come out and say hi to us.
Okay, old man. Well, it's time to give me a back and not bull hunting anymore too. We're twins and anthropologists too. All right, my friend. We'll let you get another one in there. I bet there's 2 more waiting. KC8HXO73.
Okay, Dan, stand by 1. Who was the check-in? This K4OSK? No, copy good, Joel. Yep, just got one ahead of you.
Roger, I'm here.
Okay, KQ4RHJ. Dan, good afternoon. How's everything going? Stand by, Joel.
K4OSK in the group. This is KQ4RHJ. So anyway, my day started 5 o'clock this morning when I tried to let the dog out, and I couldn't open the door because there was so much snow up against the door. And so anyway, that's how it started. Back to you.
Yeah, I've seen that happen before, that's for sure. So that's why they give you a back door. Go ahead.
This was the back door. So anyway, last night there was a wrecker pulling a car off the side of the road. I guess they slid off the side of the road. So, and last night and today I've been one with my snowblower. It's supposed to be well below freezing at least for the next week. So I figure whatever snow is still here at the end of the day is going to be here for the end of the week. Anyway, I'm winning that battle hopefully. Back to you.
Hey, very good, Dan. Well, that's we do what we have to do. I don't even have a snowblower. In fact, I just have a regular old shovel that I dig holes with here. I don't even have a snow shovel and all that. But we hadn't had nothing. I mean, a little dusting this morning a little bit, but all that We're supposed to have some yesterday and all, but it stayed above freezing right here on the lake, so we done good on that. They're saying maybe Friday. We'll see what happens. But hey, I took my dog back to the vet Friday, and he said, looked at him and said, "Boy, that dog looking good now." He said he's about all cleared up. So only charged me $67. I thought I misread it wrong there. I thought they left a zero off of it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been listening a few minutes, and I heard you talk about that. If I get a vet bill for $67, I think that's great.
Roger, yeah, and that included medicine too, some stray antibiotic medicine, and so I thought they left a zero off for sure. But anyway, he's doing good there, and also, but my goodness, not a whole lot going on here, Dan. Just it's a little bit chilly outside. And it's about 28 degrees right now, so not too bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's about 25 here, and one of the things that I did when I was all dressed up with my boots on and everything is fill up my bird feeders. And, when everything's covered with snow, their sources of food kind of dry up. And, looking out the window, my bird feeders are a popular place in this neighborhood. So back to you again.
Yeah, there was one guy that used to check in here one time, and he had bird feeders, and he got some type of mite got on his property in his yard and in his house, and they had to leave their house and have their whole house basically wrapped in plastic and fumigated for them and the yard for some type of bird mites and all. It's all because he wanted to help out the birds. Go ahead.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen. There was something. I don't know, not that long ago, but they were saying don't keep the birds because there was some kind of disease they had. It wasn't something that humans could get, but it was in between the birds. So anyway, what are you going to do? We're alive on the planet, and some things are risky, but you just do the best and carry on. Back to you.
No, Roger. Yeah, I got some out here now eating some dry cat food. That's swooping down to the dish. That outside cat, I fed him a while ago, and he left some in the dish. Well, Dan, I need to get started on 73 round. You going to ride along for it?
I'll be here.
Okay. Well, is there another check-in out there? And I'll put you down. We'll get you in a few minutes.
Somebody was calling CQ, Chris. I told him the freak was in use.
Okay, WAIMID, I got you. And who's the other one? Okay, is it MID or MOE?
Whiskey Alpha 9, Mike, India Delta, Ray in Ocala, Florida. Just wanted to check in a second. Just been listening along. Thought to see if anybody, the old Mixars group was around. So we'll just be listening around for a little while.
Okay, Ray. Well, this is Chris, K4OSK. So ride along with us. We got several that checks in med cards with us. I'm just now starting the 73 round. I'm running just a few minutes late. So ride along with us, and we'll call you here in a little bit there. So you might hear someone you know. So let me break with Ray. There's K4OSK. And let me see here. K9ARM. Andy, are you out there with us? 73 times. Stand by Jim, HKF. Okay, K9 HKF, Jim, 73 times. Stand by Bobby, GHY. Okay, K0 GHY, Bobby, 73 times. Stand by Pat, CAR.
K0 GHY here, Chris. Well, a lot of good conversation today. I enjoyed listening to the net. Anyway, God bless everybody, and I hope everybody has a good rest of the week. K4OSK, KC0 GHY, 73 Dog.
Okay, Bobby. Well, I hope you and Miss Donna have a great afternoon, and we'll see you again. I'll be back Wednesday, 73. So break with Bobby is K4OSK, WB9CAR, and stand by John, KNI.
K4OSK, WB9CAR. Glad to hear Hefner is doing a little better. I love my doggies. I haven't gone into the walk anymore, but I still love them. I think the person I walked the dog for is 1 year, 2 months ago. Maybe I'll have to do a adoptee. At any rate, Chris, 73, on Wednesday, I guess. We had 2 months. Okay,
Pat. Yeah, Dexter sure misses his buddy that died last week. So Well, died Christmas Eve there, that little schnauzer. They was good friends there. So he's moping around about that for sure. But anyway, he is doing better. Pat 73, you have a great one there, my friend. So breaking WB9CAR, this K4OSK, WA4KNI, John 73 times, stand by W9DON. WA4KNI. Okay, John will probably be back. W9DON, Don 73 times, stand by ECQ Dave.
Okay, Chris, thanks for doing that. And I just got back to the mail. I got there before the mail. So I got to wait for that. But my bank account is a lot lower than what it was. And the venture is up almost 30 now. So just about the right temperature to start snowing. I don't think we're supposed to get any, but I go along with what Bob said. I got enough snow to start me out. Hopefully we don't get any more. Not enough anyhow that I have to work with. So that is good to everyone that can hear me today. K4OSK and 6A group,
Okay, Don, 73, you and Mr. Rosa have a great evening, and we'll see you again next time. So break it down there, this K4OSK. KD8ECQ, Dave, did you get back with us? Stand by KE8BU, Bob. Okay, KE8BU, Bob, 73 times, stand by Porter, KPH.
K4OSK, KE8BU. Okay, 73 there, Chris, and big net today. Had a pretty good copy on just about everyone. And with that, hopefully we'll be back tomorrow for the Tim and Jim show. This is KE8BU.
Okay, Bob, 73, you have a great evening and always a pleasure. So break with Bob, this is K4SK. Check in, stand by, I'll get y'all here in just a minute. N0 KPH, Porter 73 times, stand by, Ocean Uniform X-Ray.
Thank you very much for keeping the list today. We certainly enjoyed riding along and hope everybody stays safe on these roads out here. Take care and God bless. N0 KPH, back to K4OSK, over.
Okay, Porter, 73, my friend, and you hit it right on the head there. Stay safe, and if you don't have to get out on them roads, don't get out on them. And we're supposed to get that mess about Friday, so we'll see what happens. See you next time. So break reporters, K4SK, WB0, OUX, 73 time. Stand by, Ray, Delta Zulu.
K4OSK. WB0UX. Well, Chris, the temperature hasn't changed any at all. I really wish mine would get up to where Don said his was, but it is so steady, 18.9. I think that the high for the day was a little after midnight at 19.2. So it is. It's wintertime in the Midwest, and we have to deal with this kind of stuff. But there's me down out. When we get down here, I got to run down to the camper, which is just down the hill, 50 yards or so, and get some stuff out of the camper that got left in there last time we used it. The better half wants to do a little craft project that she started while we were camping the last time, so I'll get that out of there and check it and make sure everything's good, and then get back inside where it's warm. Hope everybody has a good day. This is WB0OUX.
No, okay, 73, and you have a great one there. Thanks for riding along with us. Let me go up here and get Joel there. I forgot Joel. KC1CTB. Joel, good afternoon. How's everything at the Cape today, K4OSK?
Good afternoon, Chris, in the afternoon. 6A group. Yeah, you're on the road. I knew you'd get back to me. Anyway, it is roughly 26 degrees here right now. We started out at 21, so we haven't warmed up much. And there's a little bit of a snow squall nearby here, but I haven't seen anything yet, but we're bare ground. Anyway, we started off the day here My wife heard some water somewhere go running in the kitchen. She opened up down underneath the sink. The hose blew off from the dishwasher onto the drain. So I got a little bit of repair to do and water in the basement.
Oh, Joe, that's never good there when that happens. But, you know, that's part of that stuff happens, you know. And, man, I'll tell you what, I hate water. I'm not a good plumber. I could do electrical work all day long, but, man, plumbing's not not something I love. Go ahead.
Roger, I can do anything. I just put my mind to it. What I did was I got the little nipples that came off the drain, and it came right out, right on the hose. I took it off, cleaned it with cleaner, and put on some PVC cement. Put it in there, waited about 4 hours, put it back together again, and now the dishwater is running, and hopefully we won't have any more leaks.
Hey, that's very good. Yeah, I can do plumbing. I just don't like it. Me and water, I seem like I always get a drip here and there. I have to redo something, or I just do not like plumbing there. But I do it on the property here and all, and it's you know, I have a well and everything else, and you know, just I do it here at the house if I have to there. But I sure do it before I hire somebody. I put it that way, but I don't like it. But Joel, yeah, we're doing good. We hadn't had no snow here except a little dusting, and it's about 28 degrees outside. The wind chill down about 18 now, so not too awful bad. Go ahead.
Roger. I'll copy. Hey, you got a big list going there, kiddo. So anyway, I just wanted to jump in. You're 20 over here. You're the strongest signal so far, and the other stations have stopped and come in so I can hear them. We got strange things going on here on 40 meters. So, K4OSK, listen, this is KC1 CCB 73, my very next.
Okay, Joe, 73, and have a great one there. So, break with Joel, this K4OSK. Was there any other check-ins? I'll put you on the list and get to you in a few minutes.
Okay, Charlie Bob, Victor Charlie.
Okay, Kilo Charlie 5, Golf Victor Charlie, got you. WB9RLX Mobile. Ray, I'll get you next. And was there someone else? Okay, let me get Ray in a mobile and stand by Ray, KC9 Delta Zulu. You'll be up next right after Ray. 2 Rays in a row. How about that? WB9RLX. Ray, go ahead. How's everything going? Okay, Ray, very good, Joe. We've had a little dusting earlier today, just a light, very light dusting. There's a little bit out on my back deck and a little bit on the car hood and all, but it's none on the ground really or anything. And we got about 28 degrees and 18 wind chill right now, so it's not too bad. It's just off that lake it feels colder for some reason. But Ray, we're doing okay here, and I'll talk to you here after a while, I'm sure. So 73, my friend, you have a great evening up there in Pontiac. So Breaker Ray, this K4SK. Let me get the other Ray here. KC9 Delta Zulu. Well, I can't talk. And stand by Harold, IVO. Ray, 73 time. Okay, KC9 IVO. Harold, 73 time. Stand by UTJ. Okay, Harold. Yeah, I'll tell you, you're sounding good here today. No problem at all. So 73, you have a great evening. We'll see you next time. So Breaker Harold, this K4SK. Jerry, BLC, stand by. He'll be up right after Keith, and then Jim, SDF after that. N9UTJ, Keith, 73 time. Okay, N4BLC, Jerry, 73 times. Stand by SDF.
K4SK and 4BLC. Well, 73 enjoyed it. By the way, I just saw the newscast here, and they say we're going to get a winter mix and somewhere between Atlanta and North Georgia line that it's going to change to sleet and snow, and then somewhere up there it's going to change to snow, and you may get them over 4 to 6 inches. That's what they said. Now, they'll change that tomorrow.
Hey, sounds like fishing weather, doesn't it? Hi. But, Jerry, yeah, that's what they're hearing up here. And, man, as long as it's snow and don't change the ice, I know down there where you're at, a lot of times you get that ice storm, and I feel for you because we've had it here before. And, man, snow is one thing, but solid ice is another. So I hope that's all you get is snow. Go ahead.
Roger, well, thank you, John. I'm hoping, too, because I don't like that ice. You can't drive on it, you can't do anything with it, and they don't build power line down this neck of the woods for anything over a quarter-inch of ice. Up there in Canada, things, when I was dealing with it, they built their power lines that forever. Inch of power lines, they could accumulate 3/4 of an inch of ice around the power line. And you think 900 feet between towers, that's a lot of ice when you think about it. And that's the reason they don't have so many lines fall up that way as we have down here. But that's the way they build them, so that's what we'll have to live with. You take care, enjoy it. Have a good afternoon and a better tomorrow. N4BLC clear.
Okay, Jerry. Yep. They try to go out on the cheap a lot of times on building stuff, and I'll tell you, sometimes it bites them on that, and it's power and all. So we'll see what happens here. But Jerry, 73. I'll be back Wednesday, so we'll holler at you then. So very good. N4BLC. This is K4SK. Whiskey F8 0 Delta Fox. Jim, 73 times. Stand by DEH.
K4OSK and the afternoon 6-8 group, WA8SDF. Okay, well, I was just looking at the weather, and there's another storm that should be here by Friday night, Saturday, apparently, maybe a little less. But anyway, we'll be around tomorrow. I don't know if we're going to have school or not. If we don't have school, it'll be a full Tim and Jim show. If it's not, I won't be around till about 4 o'clock. Anyway, carry on, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Stay warm. K4OSK in the afternoon 6-8 group, WA8SDF.
Okay, Jim. It looks like you can get on their notification thing. I know back when my daughter went to school here, they finally got that notification where they send a text out. Families will say, hey, there'll be no school tomorrow or whatever due to weather and all. And that way you didn't have to listen to the radio or TV or something to find out, school was in session. So that made it really handy here. So it'd be nice if you could get added to something like that since you're doing that job, and that'll let you know. But Jim, you take care of yourself, my friend, and if you do have to get out there, bundle up and stay safe for sure. So Breaker Whiskey F8 0 Delta Fox is K4OSK, KB9DEH, Jerry 73 times, stand by Tom Yankee X-ray. Okay, K9YX, Tom 73 times, stand by N4JY.
K4OSK in the group. This is Tom, K9YX up in Gurney, and going on stairs and see what the XYL has for dinner tonight. Colby's wagging his tail, so it must be pretty good, Chris. 7-3, everybody.
Okay, Tom, 73, and I have some cube steak left I'm going to give Dexter tonight, so he's getting a treat tonight with his food there. So 73, my friend, and Pat Colby on the head for us, and we'll see you next time. So Breaker K9YX is K4OSK, N4JY 73 times, and stand by KNI John.
73 Tom, neighbor, hope you're doing okay, and K4OSK Okay, Chris, good signal up there in Kenosha. I'll say 73 to you. Thanks again for being our list keeper this hour. This is N4JY, John in Kenosha, 73.
Okay, John, 73. You have a great one up there. Sounding good still. So break with John, this is K4SK, and stand by Kyle. You'll be up next. Let me see if the other John made it back. WA4KNI, John, 73 time. Okay, John's not back. KG9IW, Kyle, 73 time. 73, okay, Kyle, you take care, and we'll see you next time. Break to KG9IW, it's K4SK. Let me see if Wayne's still around. November 4, N4LQC, Wayne, 73 times. Stand by, EGA.
Hey, Chris. Yes, I'm still here. Since I spoke to you the last time, our grass has come from normal to, you can see some snow sticking on it. So it just is what it is. This is winter, so we'll just put up with what we've got. My advice to everybody, put another log on the fire and hunker down. That's about it. So K4OSK and the group. This is N4LQC. 73, everybody.
Okay, Wayne. Yeah, a log on a fire and a dog to cut up with there. So 73, and you have a great one there. So break with Wayne. This is K4SK. W9EGA. Ron, did you hang in there with us? Stand by UKA. Okay, Ron's still working, and let's see. Cases or UKA? Mike, did you hang in there with us? Okay, what about KQ4RHJ? Dan, 73 times. Stand by, Chuck. Joel, CTB.
K4OSK in the group. This is KQ4RHJ, 73 to all.
Okay, Dan. We'll see you Wednesday, my friend. You take care, and we'll see you next time. So, break with Dan, this is K4SK. KC1CTB, Joel, 73 times. Okay, what about Kilo Charlie 5, Guff Uniform Charlie? Or Guff Victor Charlie?
Everybody on that. K4OSK. I may have butchered your call. I'm not sure. But this is Kilowatt Charlie 5 Golf Victor Charlie. This is Mike in Jonesboro, Arkansas. And it's cold here. It's 30 degrees now. It's supposed to get a lot colder tonight, though. And not much going on here. I just thought I'd drop by and say hello. I got a new able to my new antenna. The horse bit dipole just like my old one, and my old one would tune up on 40 meters, so I couldn't get this one to tune up on 40. But I acquired a newer tuner. It's a Telstar AT1KP, and got it in line now, and it looks like it's tuning it up pretty good. But other than that, not a whole lot going on here, Chris. I just wanted to say hello and 73s, and God bless you all. Kilowatt Charlie 5 Golf Victor Charlie.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
You need a speeding ticket on that signal down here in Brookhaven, Mississippi.
Well, thank you. It's down there in Brookhaven. I'm running an old Kentwood TS 520 barefoot.
Yep, I've had one of those before. I rested up in Terre Haute, Indiana when I moved down here. Anyway, sounds good, Mike, and glad you're out here. Yeah, sounds good. N9UTJ.
Okay, hey Mike, you're S9 Plus here to East Tennessee, over here halfway between Knoxville and Chattanooga, and that thing is doing good. I'm on a horse fence antenna myself, horse fence typo, and that thing, I have it tuned right for this frequency here. I mean, it is just flat on 7268, and I wasn't trying to get it there. It just happened. That's where, when I got it up the last time there and all, and that's right where it hung out at, and man, it does a good job. Go ahead.
Oh, Roger, I'm sold on it. This is actually a 75-meter horse fence. That's why I got the tuner, but I I would like to have eventually get a 40-meter horse fence as well. I've got the space to maybe tie it to the feed point, tie both of the feed points, kind of fan it out a little bit.
One other comment.
Go ahead.
Yep, I've got some, that takes 6146s on it.
Roger, it's an old hybrid. It's a 12 BY7 and 26146s, so 12 BY7 driver.
Okay, well, I'm sure I got a spare if you know, ever something happens on the outfit there. Anyway, in my GTJ.
Well, I appreciate that. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
No, that's a good deal there. But yeah, Mike, I tell you, this horse fence antennas, I knew the guy, I personally met the guy that, one of the original ones that came up with using horse fence stuff, and he used to check in here on the 6-8 group many years back, and he would come to our gatherings we would have every year, and he would bring some with him. And I got one off of him, the one I'm talking on now, back, oh my goodness, about 2004 or 6, somewhere in there, and anyway, that thing's been going all these years, and it's still, it's taken some wear and tear to it, but it still works just as good as it did day one. Go ahead.
Roger, like I said, I'm sold on this one. I've ran a lot of antennas. I've ran some random lengths, some in-bed halfway, I've tried vertical, a little bit of everything, and this absolutely is the best performing one. And I live out in the country, so I've got more than enough room out here to put one up.
No, Roger. Yeah, last time I went to, it was a couple years ago, I went to Hamfest in Dalton, Georgia, and I bought me a whole roll of the horse fence, about 600 and something feet of it there, so I got enough to make me a couple antennas off of it for sure. Well, I appreciate you getting in here with us. I'm going to have to see if we have anybody I missed there, and I got Keith, I got to get his 73, but I appreciate you joining in here with us, and come by up and join us anytime you get a chance, okay?
Will do. I appreciate the hospitality. It's been a while since I checked in, but everybody have a great day, and 73. Go up 75 golf, Mr. Carter.
Okay, break with Mike. There's K4OSK. Let me get Keith here. Keith 73 time, my friend. K4OSK.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything that takes the 6146s anymore. I got my 101 double E and my 101B. The 101B is my original one. But of course they take 6 JS6Cs. And there's another one that they'll run on too, but anyway, I got spares for them. But I don't think I got anything that takes, oh yeah I do, I guess my HW101 heat kit does. But I'll put that together. So I found it unput together. Of course, it's been a number of years ago, back in the 90s, mid-90s, late 95. I put it together, but I don't think I'll ever have to have any spares for it. So, yeah, I got the 6146s spares, but I don't think I got a 12 BY7. I don't think I got one of those. But anyway, of course, they're in my, both 12 BY7s are in my 101 Yazoo. But anyway, it's getting cold out there. I just got back in. The mic was on there. I was outside. Them red heat lamps. They say they're for heat. Well, they don't last out in the cold. They'll bust, even though you had it on before it got cold. That's right at the base of the neck, those heat lamps. So I had to fix something in the house up.
And so anyway, everyone have a good one there. I forget, let's see what else. Well, you'll be here Wednesday, right, Chris?
Hey, Roger, Keith. Yeah, I'll be going tomorrow. Well, I have a back doctor appointment in Knoxville tomorrow, and Jim and Tim will be here tomorrow, and I'll be back Wednesday and Thursday. So, hey, we'll see you then, okay?
Okay, Roger. And I hope that back thing goes all right. Yeah. I don't think I was mentioning it to you, but I knew Shelley Duvall, the actor woman, but she got kind of rough. Well, of course, she had died here recently in the year or so ago, and but I had talked to her on the phone, and she wasn't doing very good at all. Her mind was messed up with anxiety, I don't know, mental disorder or something, but she looked pretty rough at the end. Nothing like she did back in the horror movie The Shining. But, yeah. Anyway, something for you, Chris. And, oh yeah, Mike, I'm running a 160 quarter wave. The root is where the coax is soldered to, then the wire goes up into a tree and then kind of slopes down on the other side. That's what I'm running, Mike.
Okay, 73, and have a great one. Hey, folks, is there anybody on the list that I did not get a 73 from? We're running overtime now. If I missed anybody, please let me know.
How about W9COD?
You, Chuck, COD. And, hey, John, 73, my friend, KC9DDF. Okay, John. And Chuck, go ahead, Chuck. W9COD, how's everything going for you today? Gotcha, Adam.
Okay, K4OSK in the group, W9COD. Going pretty good. We got, between 9 and 12 inches of snow, and I worked from home, plus moved the snow, and, just had a fun time. I'm sitting here working right now on my little Tar Heel 2 antenna. The other night at the club meeting, I backed up into K9HX's truck and busted the antenna off, and the antenna fell to the ground, and it looks like I broke the coil, Roger.
Oh, wow. Hey, hopefully you get that thing.
Yeah, I know it. That's why I'm taking it apart down here. So, anyway, just wanted to say good afternoon. So I will not be mobile for a few days till I get parts ordered.
Hey, Roger, Chuck. Well, hey, how did the vacation in Panama City go? I noticed a few pictures there, Whataburger and stuff. Go ahead.
Oh, went real good. Miss Catherine broke Brandy, our youngest. She threw her off the golf cart on Christmas Day on a bump and spent 6 hours in the emergency room. But other than that, everything was just fine. Roger?
Hey, Roger, on that, yeah, I saw that there. You posted, someone posted something there. So, Chuck, I'm glad you had a good time down that way. And also, hey, man, I'll tell you, we had a little rough Christmas. Our little dog, Mr. Schnauzer, died Christmas Eve. Started having seizures and went in heart failure. So, don't know what happened there, but that made it kind of a tough Christmas. Go ahead.
Oh, man, I hate to hear that. But, yeah, we're kind of currently dogless ourselves. When Blake passed away here last February, we've not replaced him, and I don't think I'm going to right away, Roger?
No, Roger. We still got the boxer, and he's moping around. He misses the little Schnauzer, but I'm like you. I'm not wanting to replace any. So, but Chuck, I got to get out here. I got to go walk the boxer there. He's time for him to be eat and go out there. So, hey, you and Miss Catherine, y'all take care. Hope you get that antenna fixed. I'm sure they get you some parts to you there, and maybe it'd be something you fix at home there, and not have to order anything.
Oh, no, it's broken in pieces. So, anyway, everybody take care. Catch you later, W9COD.
Okay, Chuck, 73, and take care. And let me get Adam here, WD50. Adam, good afternoon. How's everything going for you?
Good here, WD50. Been listening for the last 20 minutes or so while I was jumping up
good luck on the surgery there, and you take care of yourself, and we'll see you next time. And Chuck, I think Keith, I want to holler at you, so I'm going to relinquish the frequency. I want to thank everybody that joined us here today. Invite everybody to come back tomorrow. Jim and Tim will be here at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. 73, take care and God bless. K4OSK.
Yeah, Chuck, and 9UTJ.
And 9UTJ, W9COD. Hi, Keith. Well, I'll tell you what, you're not missing this snow.
Yeah, well, it's going to be cold this whole week at night in the freezing temperatures. But, yeah, nothing like up there. I've seen that snow up there. I've seen that. My gosh. That's something else. Last time that happened, I remember it was waist deep when I was up in Terre Haute. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had some big snows up here, and we had one this time. I mean, we've been lucky the last few years, not got a lot of those big snows, but oh well, it's time again, so we got it.
Yeah, I think it was 2014 or 2015 it got up to waist deep. Well, I'll never forget that one. Anyway, nobody was going nowhere.
Hey, Roger. Yep. We had a big one in 09 too. 09 was a bad year, so oh well, it'll be we'll just have to figure out what's going on. We'll survive.
Yeah, Roger. How is everybody around you there? I mean, I know we lost W9TRR, daggone it, but how's everybody around your house?
Oh, everybody's doing just fine. Miss Catherine retired. She got her 30 years in at the university, and she retired. And we've kind of been trying to stay ahead of her on the honeydew jobs, Roger?
Yeah, Roger. Yep. Yeah, I know TRR. He had some blood vessel blockages a while back, and I figure, he probably had a stroke, and that's what took him over.
Hey, Roger. Yep. I think that's exactly what took Bob was a stroke there. So, oh well, we all got to go one of these days. I just don't want to, but you can't. You cannot, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Yep, I miss him. Well, there's a lot of them I miss anyway. But it really got me when Danny died over.
Hey, Roger. Yep. He actually, like I said, I call on a couple Amish that he worked for, and yeah, it was a tragic thing there. But yeah, it was a real freak accident. But I just hope he went quick, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I know he was a safe driver, because giving those rides to the Amish, they don't trust anybody in their driving, But anyway, I was thinking about my relative, Paul Hadley. He made the state flag in the 100th year of Indiana, 1916. Oh, Paul Hadley, that was my one side of my family, and then of course Stanley. They were all Quakers, But the old Quaker church still stands. But it used to be log, but then they had to make it brick after the log church burnt down. They're by the Indiana Police Academy. On the corner down south of it there. But anyway, these my sisters and her old man, and I kind of feel bad that my grandfather wanted to be buried there, but my grandmother buried him on Maple Hill, more towards in town, and I know he didn't want to be there, but anyway, 7-3, Chuck.
is good here in E, man. You're sounding good down here.
Inbound UTJ. Okay, Keith, no problem. Just running 100 watts in the 40-meter bazooka. So take care, my friend. Have a good one. We'll catch you later. N9UTJ, W9COD.
A bit north of Ken.
Roger. Well, I got you 5-9 down here in northern Tennessee.
All right. Yeah, I'm about 20 miles northwest of Louisville, and just running 100 watts. And looks like I could probably get this tuned up a little bit better. That might help a little.
I wouldn't touch it. Sounds great. You were 20 over on your peaks there.
All right, Mike. Yeah, I just touched the tuner, got the SDR down from 1.4 to 1.2, so it's a little bit prettier now.
Well, the transmitter thanks you for that, but it didn't make much difference on the signal. Yeah, usually it requires at least 6 dB difference to make the difference. You really can't tell a half AS unit on these radios. Now, if you're really technical with digital stuff, you might be able to tell there, but it's too far out of our reach.
Mike, don't the antenna you're running have a lot to do with the signal you're receiving?
Oh, yes, it does. Shoot, you can have the biggest antenna in the world and not be resonant and still pick up better than a traditional dipole sometimes. Just depends on the way you're oriented.
Well, somebody could be 20 over on you and 10 over on the guy next door, couldn't he?
Why, sure. Only because you got to figure, you know how far the distance is. You got ground wave and you got sky wave coming in the same spot. And in some cases, the signal itself can be out of phase and cause it to appear to be a lot less than what it really is.
Does the length of wire affect it?
Yes, to some degree. If you want to look at a rhombic, full-size rhombic for, say, 80 meters, that's going to be quite a bit of real estate. You can realize gain of as much as, say, about 13 dB gain factor right there, just a single antenna like that. But again, you got to have real estate to support it.
Right. Well, I guess saying the 5.9 is more accurate, right?
As far as received signals, mostly. Now I can, hear you below an S9, say, lots of times, if the noise floor in my local area is low enough to perceive that. But most times, like on 80 meters, for instance, they got sometimes a 10 over S9 signal, and it's just about impossible to get rid of it.
Tom, has the county plowed you up there yet?
I don't know. I haven't stepped outside. I'm going to get out my snowblower tomorrow and do the driveway. It's about 200 feet long, so yeah, I'm not venturing out till tomorrow when the wind dies down, and then I got some work to do.
I hear you. I took my truck and went up and down the driveway a little while ago, made me a couple paths down through there.
Yeah, I don't have anywhere to go right away. I think Jill is
get on top of it,
probably going to skip her Thursday craft meeting, just in case the roads are icy, and it's going to be cold that morning too.
shucks, it's already a minus 3 over here centigrade. 25 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, I had to look at mine. Mine says 25. You're way ahead if you're minus 3, but yeah, I know what you mean.
It's get down to 11 degrees tonight here in Lousyville.
Yeah, probably same here.
Then, see, what is it? What is it today? Monday, Tuesday. Then Wednesday, or is it Wednesday night? Something like that. It's going to get to 0. Whew.
Yep, I saw that. Is this Brock?
Yeah, sure is. And you better better drip your water a little bit. Who's this?
This is Tom, K9LV. I'm just a little north of Corydon.
Oh, Tom. Okay, K9LV, right? Yep, I'm just down here in my basement, but we're just trying to stay warm and all that. I shoveled my driveway and sidewalks and back porch, and so I can get into my garage. Then I put a 250-watt heat lamp pointing at the oil pan on the Sequoia.
All right. Yeah, I haven't been out yet, and I might just wait till next week before I get out and drive anywhere. I did go out on our deck and fill the bird feeders. I had to get the door open against the ice. That took a little work. But, yeah, we didn't get too much ice here, though. But it was, there was enough on the deck that kind of held the door shut.
Yeah, you know what? We got some pretty good icing here, and lost a couple of limbs in the front yard. I'm on Southern Parkway, and, you know, it's just Tree City. And lost a couple of limbs on the birch tree out front, and yeah, it'll be a minute before we get out. We're not going to go anywhere. Don't have any place to go. Got plenty of generator and plenty of natural gas fueling them, and I'll just sit back. I'll tell you what, though, the full wave loop. I'm on a full wave loop, and it was 2-to-1 SWR. It's usually flat all by itself, no tuner, no nothing. But I kicked the tuner in to get my SWR down to nothing again. Man, I got so much ice on that wire. It's 10-gauge wire, luckily, so it won't break in half.
Yep, I got a full 160 loop myself. It's 13-gauge plated steel, insulated, of course. My SWR wasn't off too far, so it must not have collected much ice here.
Yeah, I just happen to have some 10-gauge THHN, and it's just what I okay, hang on just a minute. There's a guy on GMRS. He needs some help. I'll be back. KK4CZ.
All right, Brock. Anybody else take it? K9LV.
Yeah, Tom, I fired up my engine this afternoon, or this morning, on 40. Didn't have any trouble with it at all. Of course, being such a small wire up there in space, didn't collect any ice on anything. So I was grateful for that.
Yeah, Mike, you came in. Somebody else was in there. So, other, go ahead. Yeah, Chuck, I heard the TOT. I didn't know where you were. Yeah, you're coming in good. This is K9LV. I'm just a little northwest of Louisville.
Okay, very good. Well, I'm in ground zero in Kansas City, and I'm in between every possible mix of frozen precipitation that you can imagine, and so
Okay. Yeah, you're S9, so sounding good. And you got your, you say your question is for later? Yeah, Mike. I don't know what he was saying. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I guess I heard the S9 signal there. Are you running mobile right now there?
That was you, TOT.
Set up for NVIS, but we've had some issues with the wind over here. So that's why we're there.
Oh, okay. Very good, Chuck. You're doing a good job here in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm at an area called Middletown. I did live in Fern Creek a few years ago, but that's history now. I'm at an area called Douglas Hills area, right at Middletown.
Kilo 808, Kilo Mike Leva.
Anyway, we had no station there. The other stations I heard, go ahead. KE4KOP in the group.
Kilo Echo 8, Kilo Mike Lima.
Go ahead, Kilo 8 station, KE4KOP.
I was just wondering if this radio was working out here. I went out when it's not, took the first pictures. I was hoping it didn't turn the radio up.
Yeah, you're fine down here. You're riding barefoot tonight. You're 10 over 9 in Louisville, Kentucky.
I'm just in West Virginia. I appreciate you.
King Edward 8 WLW.
King Edward 8, go ahead. KE4KOP.
I just want to let you guys know you're making a fantastic job over here into I'm mobile on an 18-wheeler. This is King Edward 8 WLW. First person. The name here is I've been listening to 7200 too much. I'm down here near Cratersville, Ohio, out here on I-75, and you guys sound fantastic, Roger.
Hey, Roger, thanks for that good signal reporting on the mobile station. Yes, indeed. Well, I keep trucking. Be careful out there on the roads. Anyway, I'm down here in Louisville, Kentucky with packed in snow and ice in certain spots. I'm sure some of the roads might be clear. I don't know. Haven't been out of my house all day. So there it is. KE4KOP in the group.
Yeah, we're just 100 watts in the stick here. Yezu, that's the
I'm going to step out, guys. Got to make sure all the cats get in for the night so they don't freeze. This is K9LV, 73, guys.
73, Tom. KE4KOP.
Have a good one, Tom. 79 Delta.
You're running amps tonight there, Ken?
Running what?
Yeah, an amplifier. Okay, well, I'll just stay with my 100 watts. Hey, you're still banging me at 20 over. I almost had to put an attenuator in line.
Well, if you get on the ball and quit working on everybody else's stuff and work on yours, you'd be done with it.
Hey, that's right, brother. Shoot, shucks. I guess I need an extra hand or something. Maybe I should hire somebody. What do you think?
Well, there you go. I go down there at, I don't know. If I lived next door to you, I'd help you, but, oh well. It is what it is. Probably wouldn't want me to help you anywhere. You get a bad real quick.
That
perhaps a redneck reputation. I don't know. But I don't think so. I think you're what they call a regional office down that way, you know.
November 9, Oscar, Quebec, how copy?
The November 9 station. Try that again.
November 9, Oscar, Quebec.
November 9, Oscar, Quebec station. You're coming in a good solid. That's 9 here in Louisville, Kentucky. Over.
Roger that. I'm going to take down my inverted L before it gets dark, and I'm going to use this antenna for the rest of the night. Over.
Roger that. Well, walk her down, and I think it'll be all right for the time being anyway. It is plumb cold out there. What was that noise, Ken? Arcing capacitor?
I don't know. Some kind of propagational, spectral, precipitational, something or another.
Sounded like incoming.
Or outgoing.
Yeah, say batten down the hatches, and prepare for the worst.
Somebody said they put marshmallows in their coffee. Yeah, try that on that Death Wish coffee you drink here, Mike.
Well, unfortunately, I'm out of Death Wish coffee. I'm on Black Rifle stuff now. It's better. I don't think I can find Death Wish coffee anymore. It used to be in K-Cup variety. They might still have it in bags, but I don't know how much I want to switch over again, because I'm content with the Black Rifle, the Beyond Black version.
Black powder rifle?
No, it's called Black Rifle coffee. And kind of like the blend in this one is called Beyond Black.
I don't know about that. Couldn't be any blacker than that coffee we had in the Navy.
So I don't know about that. It's been too long since I've been out of service.
If you drink enough of that Mazda coffee, you don't. It sat in that big old pot for about 2 or 3 days, and I had a pot of boiling water beside it, and we just put about a half a cup of coffee in there and a half a cup of hot water to break it down a little bit where you can drink it.
You mean it was so thick the spoon would stand up and burn at the same time?
Pretty much.
Yep, I remember those days. Just don't change the coffee ground, just add a little more water. Well, it's 1731, KE4KOP in the group.
Yeah, it's 2232 UTC.
Yep, right about that. Let's see. How close is your clock anyway?
Probably about a minute off. I got 5:31 on the computer, and it's probably closer than my MFJ 24R LCD clock is. Now, since it's the MFJ 24R LCD clock, you wouldn't think it would be on the right time, would you?
It depends on its NTPS server or GPS.
Well, it's on that Mississippi time, you know.
Oh, MFJ stuff, yeah. I think that clock's a little fast anyway.
I noticed the new HRO catalog there, they had limited supplies on all of the MFJ stuff.
Well, is that good or bad?
Oh, indifferent. They've got a new line in there, OPEC or OTEC, I think it's called.
Yeah, I had an OPEC antenna at one time on my car years